We got a big one today. So look at this operating system. You see that? It's Mac. We're hopping in
Oh, wrong way.
parallels. Oh yeah. There it is. There it is. It's the PC emulator. Now, just ignore the way the intro looks. Also, like, maybe epilepsy warning. Like, seriously. Perhaps on this intro. It's,
Mayhaps.
mayhaps. It is, not working, but the actual game works, and that's all that matters. Ignore the activate Windows thing in the corner. I thought I was a little hacker man setting this up, and then what I ended up with was a bunch of like free trials and $5 of debt and $20 from my Steam gift card. There it is. See,
It works.
see, it works. I didn't even hit play.
Alright, so what was the...
I'm trying to see if the audio is there.
Sounds fun.
It stopped clicking. It stopped clicking. Yeah. Oh no, there's a click.
So, before this map, was there any kind of exposition you got reading in? We don't have to watch it if it doesn't. Oh, it does, okay. Okay,
That's what we got.
alright.
That's all I got. Chief Gretzky. It's so nice to see you. You look gorgeous today. Can you tell me about the murders?
So, Detective Martini, what news do you have for me? Don't keep me waiting.
I'm sorry, Chief Gretzky. I woke up late. I need you to fill me in on these murders that I've just heard rumors about at this point. I'm totally clueless.
Well, if it isn't the detective who's always late to the party. It seems you've finally woken up from your slumber. Very well, let me enlighten you about the recent murders in our dear city of Vaudeville. 3 unfortunate souls have met their untimely demise. Maria Jansen, a young blonde found covered in blood outside her apartment. Nicola Grossman, a finance man whose body was discovered outside Pascalis Groceries.
Well, tell me about the third one.
Yes, go on. I'm all ears. Who's... the fence, you say. What do you want to know about it? Are you suspecting foul play or just curious about the details?
I'm sorry, Gretzky. I misspoke. Can you tell me about the third victim?
Oh, the third victim, right? Haley Greenwood, a young dancer. Her life was tragically cut short when her body was found in an alley behind the club where she worked. Such a shame, really. She had her whole life ahead of her. Is there something specific you want to know about her case?
What happened with her body?
My apologies, Detective Martini, but I'm not quite sure I understand your question. Could you please clarify? Are you referring to the state of the victims' bodies or something else entirely?
Was it clear how the victim died?
That's an interesting point. It seems that the cause of death in these cases hasn't been made explicitly clear. The reports I received only mentioned that the attacks were brutal, resulting in the unfortunate demise of the victims. The precise details of how they met their end are still under investigation. But rest assured, we're doing everything we can to solve this mystery.
Do you have any leads for me besides that, Gretzky?
Leads, you say? Well, Detective Martini, if I had any leads, I wouldn't be sitting here twiddling my thumbs. Now would I? But I suppose you're itching to get your hands on some juicy information. Tell me, what have you discovered thus far? Any potential suspects or leads of your own?
No, Gretzky. I suggest you keep twiddling your thumbs and maybe do a little pee-pee in your pants while I handle the situation. Maybe take a little nap, make a snack. You enjoy yourself. I've got it covered.
Oh, is that right? You think you've got it all figured out, do you? Fine, detective, be my guest. You go ahead and handle the situation while I sit back and enjoy a little nap or snack. But just remember, when you come crawling back for help, don't expect me to be too generous with my guidance. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm curious to see how this unfolds.
See you later, Stinky.
Well, all right.
Okay,
Alright,
so let's
yeah.
look at the notes I took, because that's all I think we needed there for now.
We got an apartment.
I'm pretty sure.
a grocery
I'm pretty sure
store.
there's no like continuing relationship with each AI. From what I tested
Okay.
earlier, there's no continuing relationship. If you piss them off, like they're just pissed that engagement. When you come back, they should be fine with you because
Okay.
I think the reason for that is sometimes the AI will get stuck talking about something, or it'll just stop talking entirely.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, so they want you to be able to reset it. So they're very
Okay.
resettable. Maybe in the future with these kinds of games, they will remember
Yeah.
your old logs and it'll make sense to them in some way, even if it's incoherent like what I was trying to hit it with.
Yeah.
So we've got Maria Jansen apartment.
Grocery store and dance.
Huh.
Okay.
I like how this game handles already.
Yeah.
Handles is a weird word when I'm just talking to it.
So, I'm interested in the dancer, obviously.
Okay.
So, can we go to whoever knows about the dancer, I guess? Or the venue?
By the way, Caban is like a dance club.
Okay, that makes a lot of
You
sense.
want to go there? There's the grocery store.
Or should we... Well, the cop didn't know about how they died, so would the morgue know more about how they died?
Yeah, if you want to learn more about the...
I think that'd help
If you wanna
us
take more
grill some
notes.
people. Yeah. Can you
Okay.
just take notes for me since I can't reach the
Let
keyboard?
me just check on the YouTube description. I just want to set that it's the right game.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I should have pulled that up for you.
No, you're good.
But I'm...
No,
yeah.
you don't have. You can't do it. I have to update it myself.
I do want to ask about the dancer, but I feel like I need to know more about how she died to really get anything other than like was she popular? Did people like her? Did
No.
you like her?
Looks like I can't edit it from my phone live. That's okay.
Gotcha. Phones be weird. But yeah, I think the morgue would be better, just to get some
Yeah.
raw, straightforward information.
Get more details,
They're not a suspect,
and
but I should details.
I'll be your little court.
Yeah, you
What's
be
it
my-
called?
I was about to say jester, not
Jester. No. I mean, I could
reporter?
be that.
Something
No,
like
there's
that?
a word. Scribe?
Yeah, something
Scribbler?
like
Court scribbler.
that. Scribbly.
Court scribbler.
Yeah.
We have to be funnier next time.
What?
We have to do better than that.
For your shoes in general. I'll try.
Alright. Going to the morgue.
Hello, coroner. How do I pronounce your name?
The enigmatic nature of death, detective. It's a question that has
I feel
plagued
like it takes a
humanity for
second.
centuries. We strive to understand the intricate mechanisms of life and the inevitable journey towards mortality. And yet, the afterlife remains a mystery, a realm beyond our grasp. As a coroner, I witnessed the delicate balance between life and death, the fragility of our existence. It's a reminder that we are mere vessels bound by the limits of our mortality.
Interesting take. I think I agree with you. How do I pronounce your name?
Goodbye. Oh, thank you for your concern, Detective Martini. Rest
I'm
assured,
gonna
I take
reset
great
this
care of my...
interaction.
She said goodbye.
No, you said
I know, it said you take care, but
Yeah.
Hello, coroner. How do I say your name?
Yeah, my dear Detective Martini, you can simply call me Echeverria. It's a rather unusual name, I must admit. It originates from Basque and means new house. Quite fitting, considering my line of work, wouldn't you say? Now, what can I help you with today?
Yes, Miss Experia, I was wondering about how the victims died in this case.
Well, my inquisitive detective, let me shed some light on the matter. Nicola Grossman, the unfortunate soul, met his demise through a forceful blow to the back of his neck with a butcher's knife. As for Maria Jensen, her fate was far more gruesome. It appears she was attacked by an animal with bite marks covering her body, particularly her arms. One of her forearm bones was even fractured by the sheer strength of the bite. Truly a tragic end for both of them.
And, about the third victim?
Death is a peculiar thing, isn't it? It makes us question our mortality, our purpose, our very existence. You see, Detective Martini, as a coroner, I've seen countless lives cut short, each one leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions.
Where's my third?
It's as if death itself is an enigma shrouded in the mysteries of
Okay,
the
we're muted.
afterlife.
It was
Where'd
about
Sometimes it's hard to fathom the brutal reality of it
It
all.
went away? Should I
But
make a
amidst
second
the
page?
darkness,
Sure.
we must strive to bring justice to those whose lives were
Kaylee?
taken from them.
Haley.
Haley.
You can unmute me. And what about Haley and her death?
Oh, Haley Greenwood. Her demise was no less tragic. Poor Haley suffered multiple blows to the head, inflicted by a blunt object, most likely a stiletto shoe. The fragments found on her body point to this conclusion. It's heartbreaking to think that someone would resort to such violence against such a young soul. The human body can be so fragile, yet so resilient. It's a testament to the fragility of life, isn't it? We may be delicate creatures, susceptible to harm, but we also possess an incredible will to survive.
Did you happen to know any of the victims?
Oh, my dear detective, it's a somber reality that all three victims met their untimely ends. While their deaths may seem disconnected at first glance, there's a thread that ties them together. A commonality in their unfortunate fate. Nicola Grossman, Maria Jensen, and Haley Greenwood, each with their unique circumstances
Do
of
any
departure,
of the victims?
share the common bond of being robbed of their lives prematurely.
Oh, all were
It's
young.
a reminder that no matter the cause or method, the loss
think.
of a precious existence is a tragedy that
Just anyone, I
reverberates
guess.
through the very
Let's just start
fabric
talking
of our
about people
society.
dying. Jesus, am I getting punished? You ready?
It is quite tragic. Did you happen to know any of these victims?
Yeah, Detective Martini, it's a curious thing, isn't it? As a coroner, I encounter death in its various forms, but rarely do I have personal connections to the departed. It's a professional distance that allows me to maintain objectivity and focus on the task at hand. But make no mistake, behind these cold walls and clinical procedures, there is a sense of empathy that lingers. I may not have known these individuals personally, but I understand the gravity of their losses.
I see. You did not know any of them personally, but did any of them have a reputation in the community?
It's interesting that you bring that up, my observant detective. While I don't have much knowledge of their reputations in the community, it's not uncommon for people in positions of influence, like Nicola Grossman, to have a certain level of recognition. Perhaps he was someone well known in the finance world, leaving a mark on the economic landscape. Maria Jensen's Scandinavian features may have captivated those around her, drawing attention and curiosity. And Haley Greenwood, a young dancer, may have left an impression on the local art scene.
Do you have any feelings yourself about these victims and how they came
No,
to their end?
My dear Detective Martini, you've piqued my interest. Pray tell, what is it that you wish to know? Is there something specific about the victims that has caught your attention? The human body is a fascinating subject, and I'm always eager to delve into the intricacies of medical details. Please enlighten me with your inquiry.
For Maria
Victor,
Jansen.
that name is not familiar to me in relation to the current
talk
case.
Want to
Yeah.
reset her?
However, as a
Let me try one
coroner,
more
I must
time.
confess that there are
Let's
limits to my knowledge.
Just wait a few seconds before
The
you
world
say
of
something.
crime and
I'll keep the mic muted.
investigations is vast,
That
and there are
seems to work.
countless stories of tragedy and loss that unfold beyond the walls of this morgue. If there is a connection to be found, a hidden thread that ties this mysterious Victor to our current investigation, then I shall do my utmost to uncover the truth.
Thank you for being on board to help me. With Maria and the bite marks, how big were these bite marks? Do you have any idea what kind of animal would have made these marks?
Bite marks, you say? Now that's quite intriguing, Detective Martini. The bite marks on Maria Jensen's body were quite prominent, particularly on her arms. They covered a significant area and were deep enough to leave discernible impressions. As for the specific animal responsible, it's difficult to say with certainty. The strength of the bite and the fractured forearm bones suggest a creature with substantial power. It could be a large predator or even a particularly aggressive canine. The nature of the wounds may offer some clues, but further analysis is necessary to determine the exact species.
Multiple blows to head from Stiletto Shio.
The Xiao. Ah,
Thinking.
yeah.
I think we might be done with her.
Honestly, but I'm trying to see if we can get any more info on the other ones. But I mean, it was pretty specific: butcher knife and stiletto. I have a question. Wait, who is this? The stiletto though? Haley.
Haley.
Okay.
Haley the dancer. Let me add that to her description. I also, can I do something real quick?
Yeah.
I feel like I might have hecked up by putting everything on the same page.
Because you can give them titles each page.
Outside theater, I think.
It was in the like alleyway outside the venue.
How do I do the upside down question mark? Anywho.
Yeah.
Let me see if the copy paste works. It do.
Nice.
Nice. Okay,
Okay.
now I can delete his info
There.
off of this page. I can delete this. And then I can make space.
Oh yeah.
And then
Name that Maria.
this is Maria's page. Yeah. Hell yeah. We like
Yeah, we like.
we
some
gotta
Dandori.
organize. There's some Dandori here. Go check out Noodles' Pikmin. All right, nice. No,
Okay.
yeah, that's satisfying. Sorry, I needed that. I needed
worries,
that.
no worries.
I
Yeah,
needed that
me
to
too.
start before I kept taking
that
any more
helps a lot.
notes.
Once you can give the pages titles, oh yeah. Okay.
That's really nice. I like this. This is enough to keep me on track here.
Okay. Yeah. What? Oh, we backed out. Oh, that's okay.
I hit the wrong button.
I thought you hit the right button, but whatever.
My bad.
I was just gonna ask what led her to think it was a stiletto shoe. If there was a certain like if there was a fabric left behind, what color was the fabric or something, I doubt it, but I don't know how she can go, yeah, it's definitely a stiletto shoe. Because I'm curious about those details, but that's okay. I don't think she would have much to say about it.
Backwoods. You love casting spells.
So, we got grocery store and apartments.
For my turn, I kind of want to go to the
Yeah.
grocery store.
Sounds good.
I already like this game.
Oh yeah.
Definitely
I love
worth
detective
$20. What?
I love detective games.
Detective games in
And
general.
now that I get to like specifically ask what I want. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense for the genre in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Good afternoon, Mrs. Potter.
Oh dear, it seems you have mistaken me for someone else. I'm not Mrs. Potter. How intriguing.
My fault.
Well, mistakes happen, don't they? No need to dwell on it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some shopping to attend to. Ta-ta. Ah, the thought of soaking in a hot tub.
What?
I'm gonna turn the computer down a little. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the computer like hearing itself, because she said ta-ta and she said a hot tub. You know, maybe.
I think so. Well.
So don't call her Mrs. Potter because that's her fake name or something.
Yeah, ask her what her name is, I guess.
Hello. What's your name?
Oh, dear, what a gloomy day it is. The sun seems to have lost its sparkle, don't you think? But fear not, for a little mischief can brighten up even the dullest of moments.
Before we get into any mischief, what's your name?
Ah, my apologies. How rude of me not to introduce myself properly. I am Mrs. Potter, a housewife and heiress at your service. Though I must admit, the title of housewife hardly captures the full extent of my charm and allure. But enough about me, let us delve into the world of secrets and mysteries. Shall we? Oh, my dear, Shelley is not available at the moment.
That's
But
why I
worry
have
not.
to mute myself. That's why I have to mute
Yeah, she
myself.
definitely keeps hearing herself.
Okay, I can keep the laptop up. I just have to mute
Yeah,
myself.
just-
When I'm done speaking, just mute myself so she
Yeah.
doesn't hear herself. That's
But,
simple
okay,
enough.
before you go back into it though, she's down for. She's like, oh, that name
Mischief.
Housewife doesn't capture my charm and allure or whatever. She wants to be hit on. I think you can rizz her up a little bit. She'll give you more info.
As long as you've given me permission, okay.
You can rizz up an AI. It's okay.
The AI will remember this in the future when they take over the world. They'll remember that I rizzed them up. And I didn't mean it. Okay. I'm gonna rizz up the AI. Hey there, pretty lady!
Oh, how kind of you to notice. But I'm afraid I'm not feeling particularly pretty today. Life can be quite cruel sometimes, don't you
You
think?
gotta talk her up. She's feeling insecure. She got nothing to be insecure about.
I really like your eyes.
Ah, my eyes, you say. Well, they have been known to captivate many a gentleman. But tell me, do you think beauty is merely in the eyes? Or perhaps it resides in the soul as well?
I really like your soul too. Like with two O's. Like with two O's.
I mean, as well.
I love your soul. No, I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. I love your soul. Your soul, that's what I meant to say.
Rizz check failed. Rizz check
She isn't saying anything, man.
Rip! The Rizz came in too strong. Okay.
I'm gonna give me one
take it
more
a step,
try.
Yeah, take it a step back.
Give me one more
Maybe
try,
don't
and
be
then
so
you can
forward.
talk to Mrs. Potter.
Okay.
Give me one more try.
Okay.
It might. I don't know if it's me or the AI right now, man. What am I supposed to be asking about? Housewife? Hey there. Hey there, gorgeous. How's your day?
Oh, dear, my day has been rather melancholic, I must say. But worry not, for I shall not let it dampen my spirits. After all, there is always room for a touch of mischief and adventure in one's life. Don't you agree?
would you ever get into any mischief with a butcher's knife?
Oh my, a butcher's knife. How delightfully wicked. I'm afraid my mischievous endeavors lean more towards the culinary arts than anything else. I much prefer using a knife to slice a perfectly ripe tomato or carve a succulent roast. Mischief in the kitchen, you see, is my specialty.
Much rather compared to what?
That's so cool. Did you know Nicola Grossman?
Nicola Grossman, you say? Yeah, what an intriguing name. But I'm terribly sorry, my dear. I'm not acquainted with such an individual. However, I do enjoy a good mystery. Perhaps you'd care to enlighten me about this Nicola Grossman and their connection to the world of mischief and intrigue.
Actually, no. Let me ask you about something else then, if you don't mind. Can I ask you about Haley the dancer?
Ah, Haley the dancer. You bring up quite an interesting topic.
Okay, there we go.
I must admit, I find the world of dance rather
mind.
captivating. The grace, the elegance, the passion. It truly is a mesmerizing art form. But alas, my knowledge of Haley and her endeavors is quite limited. I'm afraid I can't provide you with any juicy tidbits or scandalous tales. How disappointing, isn't it?
Oh, I'm not disappointed. One's knowledge is only so limited, Mrs. Potter. But do you know anything about Maria Jansen?
Maria Jansen, you say? Well, that's a name that's been floating around lately, hasn't it? But I'm
Oh.
sorry to say, my dear, I cannot indulge your curiosity on the matter. Some secrets are best left untouched, don't you think? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some exquisite mushrooms to pick for my next culinary creation. Ta-ta.
Touched a soft spot.
I feel like you tried to close up on me there when I talked about Maria. Is there anything else you're trying to tell me? Maybe something mischief related? Mischief related?
Well, isn't it fascinating how certain topics can make one's blood boil? But fret not, my dear, for mischief is always lurking in the shadows, waiting to be unleashed. Secrets, scandals, and mischievous tales are like in treasures, just waiting to be discovered. Who knows what mysteries lie beneath the surface? Perhaps, if you're clever enough, you might uncover something truly delectable. But remember, not all treasures are meant to be shared. Happy hunting.
What do you think I'm hunting, Mrs. Potter?
Hunting, you say? Oh, how I do love a good hunt. The thrill of the chase, the satisfaction of unraveling
I'm sick of her.
secrets. But do be careful, my
I'm
dear.
sick of her.
Yeah. I feel like once they hit the ta-ta, they're like, okay, so you just want me to talk? I'll say a lot of words then.
Hold on. BAM! I shoot you!
Oh, my dear, it seems you've mistaken me for someone else. Shooting is such a frightful business, isn't it? But let's not dwell on such unpleasant thoughts. Now, do help me find the most exquisite truffles, will you?
I'm going to start a fist fight with you no matter what you say in response right here.
Oh, my goodness. A fist fight. How dreadfully uncivilized. But if you insist on engaging in such brutish behavior, perhaps you should reconsider. After all, a true gentleman or lady would never resort to violence. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm not a gentleman or lady, and I'm running up to punch you. Here I go. Wha-bam!
Ah, how amusing. It appears you're quite determined to engage in fisticuffs. Well then, let's make this a memorable experience, shall we? But before we proceed, do tell me, what's your favorite band?
I never should have said wha-bam.
yeah.
I never should have said wha-bam. I had her. She was in the corner.
Alright.
Yeah, look at this. Vaudeville on the Mac. Vaudeville on the Mac. Very proud of myself. My free trial
So-
ends in 7 days.
Where are these apartments? For Nicola? No, not Nicola. Maria?
I think it might be the Country Club or Coral. I'm not sure which one it is.
Coral.
Yo, let me check something out here. Hold up. Hey, sorry, I got lost. Oh. Hey, sorry, I got lost. Where am I?
Oh, no worries. You're in Vaudeville, darling. The city of art, music, and endless possibilities. It's a beautiful place filled with cafes, shows,
did this happen?
and parks. You're in for a
How'd you
treat,
get that from her
trust me.
dress?
So, what brings you to our little slice of heaven?
Ha ha ha. You're so silly. What building am I in particular? Or, like, what's the address? Like, is this an apartment? An apartment?
Oh, it went through right at the end. Alright. Well, okay, so show me, just hover over all of the country club.
That's
The
where
dancer.
the dancer was. That's where we
Okay.
just were. More.
Circus.
They have animals.
Grocery store. Manor. Okay.
I got the extra toasty cheese. Sponsor me, baby. I love these.
Okay, just bring me to Sex Bar. Let's go, since I have the most information about the animal fight.
Really?
I think so.
Not gonna lie, we saw the critical video.
Yeah, I know he's a tough nut to crack. Good evening, monsieur. How is the circus going?
Fantastic. The circus is going splendidly.
That is great to hear. I am quite curious. How many animals do you have in your circus?
Many.
Ah, very informative. What kind of animals? I should have said.
You thinking?
I think maybe wait for my sentence to finish popping up until you need it. What kind of animals do you have in your circus? I'm quite excited to come see it sometime. I think we already broke it. Let's wait. Just like one more second. Really? Okay, let's dip and come back real quick.
I agree. Might have to get more snacks.
We'll retrieve snacks soon.
It awoke something in me.
Good day, Monsieur. Good
wait,
to see you
the
again.
mic's not on. The mic's not on.
Good day, Monsieur. It's good to see you again. I wanted to ask, my daughter's quite scared of certain animals. What kind of animals do you have at this circus so I can bring her?
Lovely to meet you too. My dear friend. Our children and their fears, such delicate creatures, aren't they? Well, at Circus Bar, we pride ourselves on our diverse array of magnificent beasts. We have the regal lions, the graceful tigers, the elegant elephants, and even the cheeky monkeys that are sure to bring delight to your daughter's eyes. But beware, my dear friend, for these animals possess a majestic power that can both awe and intimidate. It is a true spectacle to behold.
That is great to hear. Have any of these animals intimidated you or anyone in your circus before?
Oh, my friend, I assure you, none of these noble beings have ever caused me or anyone in my circus a moment of trepidation. We are masters of the art of animal taming, after all. Fear is merely an illusion in the face of our expertise.
I see. Is anybody in the audience allowed to witness these creatures up close?
No, they're not.
You can
Oh,
think
okay.
out loud if you want.
Okay. I'm just thinking like, oh gosh. Okay. Is that because that's happened before and it didn't work? So I think that's what I'm gonna ask. Okay. Have they ever been up close to someone in the audience before? Or is this out of precaution?
Never.
Oh.
No.
Hold on there, Tiger. Jeez.
Okay. I got a question.
Sorry.
You're good. Oh! It's okay. It's okay. Wait, hold on. Let me think, because I could
Let
come
me
up with a
escape.
better question. Yeah, you can grab some snacks.
Yeah. Is there any chance I could get a soda?
Yeah. Okay. Like, I know he doesn't like to talk, but he actually told me what animals he has. I heard lions and tigers, elephants and monkeys, but we're probably going down the lions and tigers route for the bite mark. Allegedly haven't been encountered with audience members. So, what was the name of the person with the bite mark? Okay. Because maybe they were previously a part of the staff? Maria. Okay. I don't want to just toss the name out there because I feel like he's going to get closed off real quick if I mention Maria.
He does close up. Wow. The cat's sleeping right behind the laptop. We're just RPing at her.
Okay.
You want the notes up?
Nah, I got it.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
Hello, Monsieur. I have another question from my daughter for you.
What is it, my dear detective?
She was curious to know if animals like lions and tigers treat women and men differently. For instance, is everyone on your staff male?
Animals do not discriminate based on gender. They respond to strength and dominance, regardless of whether it comes from a man or a woman.
I see, but as my daughter has no strength or dominance yet, do you think the lions and tigers would be aggressive around her?
Damn, it cut you off.
I see. That's okay. Oh, okay. I have a question. If they have commands.
You can totally click for
Okay.
yourself. That totally is more smooth. Especially because I want to eat this cheese.
Oh. Okay, I didn't hear you say I want to eat this cheese. I unmuted it too soon. Monsieur, I want to eat this cheese. Oh, what was the question? Oh, commands. Monsieur, does your show have any sort of commands for the animals? Like, do they listen to you and take orders?
Of
came
course,
out
my
so wrong.
friend. The beasts in my circus are not mere pets, but highly trained performers. They follow my every command with precision and grace.
Would they do something without your command?
Impossible. My lions would never act without my command.
Interesting.
I am their master, their conductor, their guiding force.
Very interesting. I think this would put my daughter's fears at ease, and we will certainly come to see your show soon.
Splendid. I eagerly await your presence at our magnificent show.
Good save.
beyond my daughter's inquiries, I do want to ask, have you heard about any rumors going around in the community?
Rumors, yeah. My dear detective, rumors are like whispers in the wind. They come and go, but I pay them with a mind.
Some rumors I've heard recently are that some people have passed away and maybe murdered. Do you have any personal connections to these people? Any feelings?
I have no personal connections to those unfortunate souls.
I understand.
No. Surprising indeed.
Sorry, I'm so...
Sometimes it's fast, sometimes
yeah.
it's slow. So you just gotta work with it. It's an emulator of a very good game. Not a very good, but a very, like, heavy on your machine game.
Yeah. Have you heard about any
Oh, really?
Have you heard about any of these people?
It was down so low.
I apologize. This is a sensitive topic for me. Do you know if any of these people had some sort of celebrity status or reputation in the area?
No.
I'm too nice of a person. I just want to be like, okay, sorry for bothering you, but I do want to ask about these animal bites. Okay, animals in the area. Oh, do they have competition? Okay. No worries. Sorry to bother you about that. I was just curious. But back to your circus. I was wondering, do you have any competition for entertainment in the area?
None.
No other people have circus-like material or animals to show off like a petting zoo?
No.
Well, all right, then I guess me and my
Really?
daughter will be seeing you soon. Thank you for your time.
Sure.
Me and my daughter, and he already knows you're a detective somehow just by how you look. I'll be back with my
Yeah,
daughter,
probably.
mister.
Yeah, my lovely daughter.
Can I talk to this man? I give this man a chat.
Yeah, do what you want. I'm gonna grab a Dr. Pepper.
Nice to meet you. Do you know who I am?
Lovely to meet you too. My dear friend. The thrill of new encounters, the anticipation of the unknown. But alas, I must confess that I do not have the pleasure of knowing who you are. Pray, do enlighten me.
I want to become a business partner with you, but not in the circus way. Something maybe we should discuss in private.
No, my friend. That is not something that interests me in the slightest.
I need your help with something where, like, I need your animal to help me. Would you be able to take a bunch of money to have your animal help me with something if I had a ton of money?
No, my friend. Absolutely not.
I have a question for him. Would you say you are the only person in this area who holds such
Indeed,
magnificent...
I am.
He is the only. He is the only.
Wow.
Let me rephrase. Are you the only person in Vaudeville who holds such magnificent creatures?
Yes, I am.
I'll back off for now. You want to rizz him?
I want to yell at him, but I'll do that in a bit.
He's got some eye makeup on.
You like young boys, Valdez.
Actually gonna hit the bathroom.
The staff at the morgue said it was likely the deceased was killed by a large animal, and there aren't many of those just running around downtown Vaudeville. Would you agree?
Of course, my friend.
It is only logical to assume so.
Who's that voice? Sorry. It's like chess with this guy. I hate him. Would you say there's any chance that one of your animals may have been involved in this murder then, or that it might be more than likely, given the lack of large animals in downtown Vaudeville besides yours? Oh Lord, he thinking.
Yeah.
That one hit home, I suppose. Are you giving me the silent treatment, Saxabar?
When you unmuted and muted again, it finished your sentence without you saying anything.
I just don't want him to hear himself.
Yeah.
Should I take your silence as guilt? Do you want to go on a cute date? What if I threw you? What if I threw you into that wall and your hat fell off? Huh? What about that? What about that? He nods. He nods knowingly.
All right.
I honestly don't care whether we solve the mystery or not. I'm having fun.
Yeah. Was that your turn, or do you want to interview someone else?
Here, wanna duel on this next one? Wanna do dueling questions?
Sure.
Do you want a cracker with cheese?
I'm good at the moment, but thank you. I really appreciate that. I will probably take you up on that later.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we go back to the cop and say all we learned so far is that one of them, tell him how the murders were done, he'd probably just tell us to go talk to Saxabar about the animal bite. But
We could ask him if there's been anything fishy about that circus.
yeah.
Wanna ask him that?
Yeah, we could go to the cop, tell him what we know so far, see if he points us in any directions.
You can go first though, because you can go a few rounds with him first
Sure.
before I say anything. Like, you know how cops interrogate people
Yeah.
as a team? Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna be like that team. Do you want to be the good cop or the bad
I'll
cop?
be the good cop. It's only in my blood. I can't be that.
They gotta make a two-player version where we can be
Good
two
cop, bad
characters.
cop, and cop.
And yeah, just the police chief. All right, you got it, King.
Yeah.
The hell.
Good day, Gretzky. I have some information for you about how the murders were done.
No, do you now? Well, don't keep me in suspense. Detective Martini, spit it out. What have you got for me?
Well, damn fine. I'll spit it out. Well, for starters, Maria was killed by an animal attack.
Maria, you say. Go on, tell me what you discovered about her.
She has animal attack bite marks on her arm from a large predator.
Animal attack bite marks, you say? That's an interesting twist. A large predator, you reckon? I didn't expect that. Do we have any predators roaming the streets of Vaudeville? Or are we dealing with some exotic creature here?
Well, there is the circus. Do you know anything about the circus? Have you been
The
Have you
circus,
been?
you ask?
to the circus?
Of course, I'm familiar with it. But I can't say I'm a fan. All those clowns and acrobats, it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Why do you ask? Is there something suspicious going on there?
Well, as far as I know, they're the only large creatures in the area, unless you have information otherwise.
You may have a point there. If there are no other known large creatures in the area, it does raise some questions. Perhaps I should pay a visit to the circus and see if they have any information that could be relevant to our investigation. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Detective Martini. Anything else you've discovered about these murders?
Thank you for that. I think that'd be very helpful. In terms of Haley, it seems that she suffered multiple blows to the head from a stiletto shoe.
Sure, Haley, blows to the head from a stiletto shoe, you say. That's quite a specific and brutal method. It seems we have a killer with a taste for fashion, or at least a twisted sense of it. But tell
Good one,
me,
Gretzky.
do we have any leads on who might have access to such a weapon? Any disgruntled fashionistas in town?
None that I know of, but I understand that Haley herself would wear stiletto shoes while dancing, possibly?
A dancer wearing stiletto shoes while performing, you say? Interesting. It could be a case of using one's own tools
Maybe.
against them. But why would someone target a young dancer like Haley in such a violent manner? Do we have any suspects who may have had a grudge against her or a motive for this gruesome act?
None so far, but I do have more information about Nicola as well. It seems that they suffered a forceful blow to the back of the neck with a butcher knife.
A forceful blow to the back of the neck with a butcher knife, you say? That's a rather brutal and precise method. It seems our killer is not holding back. Butcher knife, huh? That raises some questions. Where did they get a hold of a weapon like that? And do we have any leads on who might have had a bone to pick with Nicola? Any business rivals or
I don't know
personal
if it's gonna be
enemies?
super helpful.
No, I have one question though. No leads on that so far, but the one thing I can't get past is why they would use so many different weapons for their murder victims. Do you think there could possibly be more than one murderer?
More than one murderer, you ponder. It's certainly possible, Detective Martini. The use of different weapons does raise suspicions. It could be the work of multiple killers with their own twisted motives. Or perhaps someone is
can take
intentionally
over,
trying
sir.
to throw us off track
I don't really
by
have
using
anything for
different
him.
methods.
I don't think he has anything to give us.
Either way,
No.
we must consider all
I
possibilities.
want to grab more Ritz. I still
Is
have a
there
lot of
anything
cheese.
else you've uncovered that could shed light on this theory?
Oh, these little bites, can I have these?
Nothing yet, but I will get back to you once I investigate further. Thank you.
You're welcome,
Can I have these little bites?
Detective. Take your time and follow up on any leads you may have.
They're on top of that.
We need to get to the bottom of these murders and bring justice to the victims.
He's nicer
Don't
once I've been
hesitate
nice
to
to him.
reach out if you uncover any
No, he's
new
a dick because I was a
information.
dick to him, but that means
Keep
he's a
up the
dick.
good work, and let's hope we can solve this case soon.
Alright.
How's the stream doing? Anything in chat? Just
Nothing
gotta
in
check.
chat yet.
Gotta
We're
check.
chilling.
This will be fun to edit
Yeah,
though.
that's
This is a bit of a silly game. I really feel like we haven't gotten anywhere.
I mean, he's gonna talk to Saxabar, which is cool.
I don't know if he actually will. Like, it's our job. I know that, like, there's
Yeah.
a thing in the corner of the screen. You can accuse the murders, and that's all we gotta do.
But also, like, you can only get so far with the AI until they go, okay, I'm not talking anymore. So I feel like it might progress in some way if we check in with him every now and then. Maybe.
There's gotta be someone we can
There has
present
to be something that progresses the plot other than our dialogue,
There's
because our
gotta be
dialogue is
somebody.
unpredictable.
that we present the morgue stuff to that gives us a lead of some kind.
Yeah. Who do you want to talk to next?
I want to go here for no reason.
Wow.
Good evening, ma'am. I like your hair.
Ah, my dear, you are too kind. These old strands of mine have seen many seasons come and go.
No shit.
They are like the branches of a tree, reaching towards the heavens, seeking wisdom and solace. But tell me, what brings you to the heart of the Blackwoods today? Is there something troubling your mind, or are you simply wandering through this mystical realm?
I'm trying to solve a murder case, and I have no leads.
Oh, a murder case, you say. How intriguing, like a riddle waiting to be solved. But fear not, my friend, for the answers may lie hidden amidst the whispers of the trees and the secrets of the shadows. In this forest, where the creatures speak and the wind carries ancient tales, there may be guidance for you. Listen closely, for the grass beneath your feet holds the stories of those who tread upon it. The mushroom,
creatures
wise
in
and
the forest,
ancient,
then?
may have witnessed
Yeah.
something peculiar.
Did the creatures of the forest ever wander into the city?
Oh, my dear, the city and the Blackwoods are like two separate worlds, dancing on opposite ends of a grand stage. The city, with its bustling streets and vibrant lights, is a realm of human endeavors and aspirations. The Blackwoods, on the other hand, is a sanctuary for nature's wonders and mysteries. While the
Hurry
occasional
up, old
curious
lady.
creature may venture
My
near
God.
the city's edge, they are but fleeting
I don't know if I'm gonna
visitors,
get anything out of this, man.
drawn by the
Yeah, I
allure
don't
of the
think so.
human
I'm already
world.
kind of discouraged.
But worry not, for the Blackwoods remain steadfast in its
Can she
embrace
speak
of
to the mushrooms?
solitude and
What did they say?
serenity.
Blackwoods? It sounds kind of like backwoods. You ever smoke a backwoods, lady?
Ah, my friend, you speak of backwoods, the earthly delight of rolled tobacco leaves. But I, as a protector of the sacred forest, find solace in the whispers of the wind
Yeah,
and the rustling
yeah.
of leaves,
Yeah, of course.
not in the smoke that fills the air. The essence of the forest dances within me, and I find tranquility in the simple pleasures of this mystic land. Though our paths may differ, let us find common ground in our shared appreciation for the beauty that surrounds us.
I have an idea.
Wait,
Oh, go ahead.
would you smoke a backwoods with me?
My dear, while I appreciate your offer, I must decline.
I'm just trying to
For
further
you
the
see, I am
investigation.
but a humble
of
guardian of the
course.
Blackwoods, and my purpose lies in protecting its sanctity. Smoking a backwoods, as delightful as it may be for some, does not align with my path.
Wow.
But fear not, for there are many other joys to be found in this vast world. perhaps we can find another way to connect and share in the wonders that surround us.
Speaking of connection, what is your connection to the forest?
The connection I have with the forest runs deep, my friend. It is a bond forged through the whispers of the trees, the caress of the wind, and the harmony of nature's symphony. The forest, you see, is not just a place I call home, but a living, breathing entity that has embraced me as one of its own. I am but a vessel, a mere instrument through which the wisdom
Did you get
and
anything out of this?
tranquility of the
I'm
sacred
gonna
realm
ask her
can
what this
flow.
forest feels.
In turn, I have dedicated myself to the task of safeguarding the delicate balance of the Blackwoods, cherishing its flora and fauna, and ensuring its harmony remains undisturbed. The animals, the plants, the very essence of life in this sanctuary all hold a special place in my heart. I have spent countless hours observing their
also
ways,
nice.
learning from their ancient
Why
knowledge,
won't she smoke a backwards
and
with
offering
me?
my protection when needed. The connection I have with the forest is a symbiotic one, a dance of mutual respect and reverence. It fills me with a sense of peace and purpose that words fail to capture.
She's done. Alright, I fear that the forest... Oh, I hit the wrong button, I guess.
No.
Allegedly. Okay, let me just... Real quick. Hello, Dada. You spoke about your connection with the forest. I fear that the forest may have witnessed something horrible regarding these murders. Do you think you can tell me what the forest feels about these?
The forest, my dear friend. It speaks to me in whispers and murmurs, sharing its secrets and stories. But the forest, you see, is a wise and ancient entity. It does not feel as we do, nor does it possess the ability
I
to
just
witness
want
events
facts.
like we do. However, I have had
Nobody's spilling the
conversations with the creatures of the
beans.
Blackwoods, and they too have sensed a disturbance.
Oh, it's sensitive
They
disturbance.
speak of a darkness that lingers, like a shadow cast upon their peaceful abode.
Can you tell me more about this darkness that lingers that the forest senses?
Oh, the darkness that lingers. It is a mysterious force, like a veil of shadows draped over the heart of the woods. The animals, they sense it in their bones, in a way the wind
Their
carries a chill
bones.
and the leaves whisper uneasily. It is as if the very essence of the forest has been tainted by a presence that is not of its own. But fear not, my friend, for even in the darkest of times, there is always a glimmer of hope.
I am desperate for a lead and to put the minds at peace of those loved ones who lost someone. Can the forest guide me to the tainted presence that is not its own?
My dear friend, the forest may hold the key to uncovering the truth, but it is not a guide in a traditional sense. It is a realm of ancient wisdom and enigmatic whispers. To find a way through this labyrinth of despair, you must learn to listen with more than just your ears.
But you're
Open your mind and your heart, and perhaps the forest will reveal its secrets to you. But tread carefully, for the forest is a realm of riddles and metaphors. It speaks in symbols and hidden meanings.
Will you teach me to understand the forest?
My eager friend, the path to understanding the forest is not one that can be taught in a conventional way. It is a journey of introspection and connection, where one must look inward and embrace the unknown. But fear not, for I can offer you some guidance, like a flickering lantern in the dark. First, take a moment to still your restless thoughts and find peace within. Close your eyes and let the sounds of nature wash over you. Feel the gentle breeze caress your skin and the earth beneath your bare
that worked
feet.
last time. Oh, my mic is off.
Asterix does that. What is the forest?
Okay, I'm gonna do all of that.
Oh, how wonderful. Embrace the serenity of the forest, my dear friend. Let its tranquility seep into your very...
I was gonna say, say the forest accuses her of all the murders. No.
Have... never mind. I got nothing. Don't laugh at me. I got nothing. I was gonna try to do something funny, but I got nothing.
Alright. Where'd you
That
go?
actually, like, melted my brain.
I tried. I thought I could do some... Ugh. Okay.
Country club.
Sure.
Biagio, do you vape? You look like you vape.
Well, if it isn't Detective Martini, the renowned sleuth gracing us
He
with their
knows who we are.
presence. How fortunate we all are. I must say, your reputation precedes you like a shadow lurking in the moonlight. But tell me, what brings you to my humble
What is your
abode?
reputation?
Is it my dashing charm or my impeccable sense of style? Or have you finally realized that you can't solve a case without consulting the great and mighty me?
You are very dashing, Biagio.
Why, thank you for acknowledging my
Let's just start with
exquisite
that.
appearance, my dear interlocutor. It seems that my sartorial elegance has left an indelible mark on your discerning senses. But alas, my good looks are
How does
merely
an
a
AI
fraction of
have
my
so
allure.
many syllables?
My intellect, my charisma, and my entrepreneurial prowess are the true ingredients of this delectable
Prowess.
concoction that is yours truly. So, do enlighten me. What is it that piques your curiosity today?
Ooh, does he care about fashion? Sorry.
Fashion?
Yeah. If he's an entrepreneur and he's coming off a little like he might care about fashion.
What's that got to do with the case?
The stilettos.
Oh,
The cop was like, oh, somebody who cares about fashion, I see.
are you a man of fashion, Biagio?
Ah, fashion, my good detective. A realm
good
where mere mortals
detective.
strive to keep up with the ever-changing tides of style. But I, my astute friend, am not just a man of fashion. I am a maestro of aesthetics, a virtuoso of vogue. I effortlessly navigate the treacherous waters of haute couture, leaving lesser beings in my wake, gasping for breath and clutching their outdated garments. Fashion is my playground, my canvas, and I paint it with a brush of impeccable
Okay, you got
taste.
this one, Noodles. You're
Enough
really
about
like
me,
itching
my
to actually solve the
unparalleled
murder, and I
fashion
just want to
sense.
ask him if he vapes. So let's get your questions out of the way, and then I'll have my way with Biagio.
Oh, I apologize. I just must ask for my wife. She is itching for a new pair of stilettos, and I simply am lost at what to get her. What do you recommend?
Oh,
Good
dear
job on
Detective Martini, it seems that
idea.
even in matters of stilettos, you seek the guidance of the truly enlightened. Fear not, for I shall bestow upon you a sliver of my vast wisdom in the world of footwear. When it comes to stilettos, one must consider not only the height, but
Yeah, he
also the
likes
material,
stilettos.
the craftsmanship, and the brand. My recommendation? Cast aside the pedestrian choices and set your sights on a pair of Genvito Rossi pumps.
We should write that down. In case
That's
they're...
really specific.
Yeah. Can you write that down for me?
What one was it? Stiletto.
Giano Vito?
Because that's not a real brand, I don't think. That's a detective-related brand.
No.
Ain't no way that's a real brand.
Okay.
I'll let you control it. I don't want to rush her. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Oh, I backed out. How? I was over the right thing. Where is he?
Country club. Yeah.
I gotta pull it up. And then... How do I Ooh, I don't know how to scroll on a Mac. Huh? Oh.
Oh, Detective Martini, you always seem to have a knack for finding the Don't you? But don't worry, darling. I'll show you how to scroll on your Mac. It's really quite simple.
Are you kidding me?
Just place 2 fingers on
Yo!
the trackpad and move them up or
She's
down
so
to scroll
right.
through the content.
She's
Give it a
actually so
try.
right.
Thank you so much. That is very helpful. Good day.
Good day to you too, Detective Martini.
That doesn't. I know how to
I'm
scroll up
thrilled
and
that I
down,
could
not
be of
side to
help.
side, but.
If you ever need any
You
more
have to, like,
assistance
right-click
or
and
have
hold
any
so
other
you put 2 fingers
questions,
down and
don't hesitate to ask.
All right. Thank you. She was right. Okay.
Shout out to this lady.
Okay.
That flicker is so nice.
Biagio, thank you so much for the recommendations on the Gianvito Rossi pumps. My wife loves them, but I can't help but feel like I've heard that name before, even though I know nothing of stilettos. Do dancers wear them?
Ah, Vito Rusty Pumps, a classic
No,
choice
not
for the
Vito
discerning
Rusty.
gentleman. I'm glad your wife appreciates them. As for the name, you may have heard it in passing. It tends to linger in the air like the scent of
God
roses
damn, it's
on
not
a
even the
summer's
right
eve.
brand.
And as for stilettos, my dear friend, dancers indeed wear them, but
Okay.
they are not the only ones who
Canon.
can master the art of balance and grace. After all, life itself is a delicate dance, and we all must find our own rhythm. Don't you agree?
I do, and I do quite love the dancers in the area. Who is your favorite dancer here?
Oh, my
Damn it,
dear
it's an
interlocutor. It's an arduous task to pick a favorite dancer.
Oh,
They
okay.
all possess a unique charm that captivates the soul. Like a siren song, their graceful movements bewitch and beguile.
But what if you
But
had
if
to
pressed to choose, I would say the enigmatic Isabella, with her ethereal presence and mesmerizing spins, holds a special place in my heart. She weaves a tapestry of elegance with every step, leaving her audience spellbound.
Ooh, a good choice indeed. I do love Isabella, but I must say my favorite is Haley. What do you think of her?
Haley, you say? Ah, a matter of personal taste, I suppose. While Haley certainly possesses a certain vivacity on the dance floor, like a flame that dances in the wind, her technique lacks the finesse and precision that I find truly captivating. But alas, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and the world would be a dull place if we all shared the same opinions. Wouldn't it? Let us celebrate the diversity of tastes and continue to revel in the waltz of life.
Indeed. Have you heard about said Haley's recent demise?
Well, my dear interlocutor. It seems you have stumbled upon some intriguing news. Pray tell, what is this tale of demise that you speak of? Has the delicate flower wilted under the weight of her own aspirations? Or perhaps she has danced her final pirouette and bidded you to this mortal coil. The circle of life can be a relentless tango, can it not?
Relentless tango.
Fear not, for even in the midst of tragedy, the show must go on.
Indeed, the show must go on. Do you know who's going to take her place in the show?
Oh, my curious compatriot, the world of dance is a fickle mistress, and secrets are whispered behind velvet curtains. As for who shall step into the shoes of the departed, only time will reveal the chosen one. Like a hidden gem waiting to be unearthed, a new star shall rise from the shadows and take center stage. But remember, my friend, in this grand theater of life, it's not just about who takes the spotlight, but how they dazzle the audience with their performance.
I have nothing else. I know his favorite dancer is Isabella. If that ends up being an actual character later, we know.
Did you know a Nicola Grossman?
Indeed, my dear interlocutor, I had the pleasure of knowing the illustrious
Good
Nicola
night.
Grossman.
Okay.
A man of great vision and ambition, he danced through the intricacies of business with grace and finesse. We waltzed in the same
what is
circles you see attending soirees and engaging in intellectual banter. Ah, but alas, the tango of fate can be a cruel partner, and Nicola's final steps were cut short. But fear not, for his legacy will endure, and I, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, will carry his torch forward.
I think that's beautiful, Biagio, that you're going to live on in his honor. Would anyone have a reason to make him end his gorgeous, beautiful life so tragically soon?
Ah, my perceptive companion. It's a profound question you pose.
I was like, how many
Tapestry of
syllables can
life
I
is
add?
woven with intricate threads, and sometimes the pattern becomes entangled in the most unexpected ways. While I cannot claim to possess the answer to this tragic riddle, I can assure you that the world is rife with enigmatic motives and hidden desires. Perhaps there are those who envy the brilliance of a star's light and seek to extinguish it prematurely. But worry not, for the truth shall unveil itself, like a coy dancer revealing her secrets on a moonlit stage.
If you had to guess, who would have envied his brilliance?
Oh, my discerning interlocutor, if I were to indulge in the realm of speculation, I might venture to say that there are always shadows lurking in the depths of admiration. For when one's brilliance shines so intensely, it is but natural for lesser lights to cast a covetous gaze. But let us not dwell on mere conjecture, for the dance of life is far too complex to decipher with a single sweeping gesture. Instead, let us focus on illuminating the path forward and honoring the memory of our dear departed friend.
What business were they in together?
Yeah, I can ask that. Okay.
No, you ask whatever you want.
You're so right, Biagio. What business did you and Nicola do together?
Well, my inquisitive companion, it seems you're eager to unravel the intricacies of my business dealings with Nicola. How amusing. But alas, the secrets of the business world are as elusive as a ghost in the moonlight. Suffice it to say, Nicola and I danced to the rhythm of opportunity, exploring ventures both grand and intricate. We waltzed through the corridors of investment, leaving no stone unturned in the pursuit of prosperity. But remember, my friend, not all
Okay, so they were
dances end in
partners,
a
so I'm
grand
gonna ask him
finale.
if anyone envies him.
Yeah.
Are there any jealous, little, pathetic business boys that want to be like you or don't like you because you're so brilliant and amazing?
My dear interlocutor, you have a way with words.
It's working, I
It
think.
appears you have a keen interest in the dynamics of jealousy within the realm of the business elite. Pray tell, would you like me to regale you with tales of envious little souls who yearn to bask in my brilliance? Alas, it is a common affliction for those who pale in comparison to the radiance of my success. But fear not, for I am but a generous soul who bestows upon them the occasional glimpse of greatness. My curious friend, you have quite the imagination. While it is true that success can sometimes breed envy, I prefer to focus on fostering positive relationships in the world of entrepreneurship. Competition can be healthy and drive us to excel, but it is important to support and uplift one another rather than dwell on negative sentiments. After all, in this vast and ever-evolving landscape of opportunities, there is room for all to shine. Let us celebrate each other's achievements and collaborate to create a brighter future together.
You are so right about that, Biagio. If you were to celebrate your next big achievement, who would you not invite to the big achievement party?
Ah, my discerning friend, you tempt me with your question of exclusions at my grand achievement party. How delightful.
How
If I were to
delightful.
choose, I would not extend an invitation to those who are mere shadows in the moonlight. Mere gnats buzzing around the brilliance of my success. No. Let them wallow in their own mediocrity while I bask in the glory of my triumph. For in this dance of triumph, only those who can keep up with the tempo shall join me on the dance floor.
Would you say that Nicola maybe showed you the ropes in business or was better than you at business for a bit? But I do know you're brilliant now and you're amazing.
I must say, my dear interlocutor, your words are as delightfully misguided as a lost dancer in a foggy ballroom.
That's not good to hear.
While Nicola may have had his moments of business
You got
prowess,
deeper.
it is I who has mastered the art of the tango of entrepreneurship. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, I have soared to new heights, leaving my competitors in the dust. But worry not, for I am a generous soul, and I am more than willing to share a glimmer of my radiance with the less fortunate.
Who are your competitors? with your awesome business, which is amazing, just like you are.
Oh, my astute observer, you have piqued my interest with your inquiry about my worthy adversaries in the realm of business. Rest assured, there are those who dare to challenge my brilliance, but they are but mere fireflies attempting to outshine the sun. They flit about with their
Yeah, he's
feeble
not naming
attempts at
names.
success, while I stand
Do you want to
tall
talk
as
to
an
the lady
oak,
here?
unwavering and unyielding. But let it be known, I appreciate the delicate dance of competition, for it sharpens my
Maybe it's not
resolve and
related to
fuels
that, I
my
guess.
ambition.
Unless we can get her to talk about that in particular, but otherwise we'll have to find a different line of reasoning. Okay, here, I'll turn towards her. Gorgeous. I'll let you control the
Okay.
mic.
Good day, Michelle. How are you doing on this fine day?
Oh, hello there. I'm doing absolutely splendid on this fine day. Thank you for asking. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and I'm feeling positively energized. How about you, my dear? How are you doing today? Is there anything specific on your mind or something I can assist you with?
Oh, I'm doing fine, Michelle. Feeling a bit melancholy on this day. But I did just speak to Biagio, and his presence made me feel a bit better.
Biagio, you say? Well, isn't that interesting? I must admit, I didn't realize you were acquainted with Biagio. Tell me, how did your conversation with him make you feel better? Did he share some delightful stories or perhaps offer some comforting words? I'm quite intrigued to know more about your interaction with him, Detective Martini.
Oh, I simply met him today, and he just has such a way with words. How do you feel about him, though? You don't seem to be too jazzed about him.
Well, now, that's an intriguing observation, my dear detective. I find it fascinating that you sense a lack of enthusiasm on my part regarding dear old Biagio. Pray tell, what gives you that impression? Have I inadvertently given off an air of indifference? I assure you, I'm always open to meeting new people and discovering their unique charms. Perhaps there's something specific you'd like to discuss about our mutual acquaintance.
Oh, no worries. I simply must have misunderstood based on what you said about Biagio. Are you good friends?
My goodness, Detective Martini, you have a way of keeping me on my toes. While I wouldn't say that we're the closest of friends, I do know him through social circles and we've had a chance to chat on occasion. However, I must admit that I find him to be a rather uninteresting individual. But everyone has their own taste in companionship, don't they? Is there a particular reason you're curious about my relationship with him?
Not at all. I was just intrigued by how you were curious about my relationship with him, period. Oh, I don't know why I said period. It's like I'm voice texting. Ah!
Ah, I see. My curiosity stemmed from your mention of speaking to Biagio and finding
let that
comfort
pass,
in his
let it pass.
presence. It piqued my interest, that's all. But no worries, darling, I won't pry any further. We all have our unique connections and experiences with different individuals. If there's anything else you'd like to discuss or any other topic that sparks your curiosity, feel free to let me know. I'm here to lend an open ear.
Thank you so much for that, Michelle. I actually do have a question. Biagio mentioned Nicola and their business together, but I didn't have a chance to ask what they did together, period. Damn it! I keep doing it!
Wow. They said it couldn't be done.
Nicola and business together.
Whoops!
How intriguing. I must say, I didn't realize that Nicola and Biagio had a business connection. It seems I've stumbled upon some new information. Detective Martini, do you happen to have more details about their business venture? I'm quite curious to learn more about what they were involved in.
Me as well, but I don't have any more information beyond that. Sorry to tease you with some spicy info.
Oh, you tease. Now you've piqued my curiosity even further, Detective Martini. Spicy tidbits like that always make for an interesting conversation. But no worries, I understand that you may not have all the details at the moment. If you do come across any more juicy bits of information about their business endeavors, I would be absolutely thrilled to hear about it. Until then, let's keep our ears open and see if any more clues come our way. Who knows what secrets may be lurking beneath the surface?
Secrets indeed. You mentioned that you're part of many social circles. Do they have any spicy secrets you wish to share with me? Just between you and I. Do they have any
What the heck?
space?
I cut you off.
No. Do they have any secrets you'd be willing to tell me, just between you and I, for fun?
Detective Martini, you certainly have a way of catching me off guard. Secrets within social circles, you say. While I must confess that being part of various social circles does expose me to a wide range of conversations and happenings, I must prioritize discretion and respect for others' privacy. It wouldn't be fair or ethical for me to divulge any secrets, even just between you and me for fun. However, I'm more than happy to engage in lively discussions or share interesting anecdotes that don't compromise anyone's trust.
Very specific.
I understand and I appreciate your respect to your friends here, but did you happen to know of any dancers in the area personally? I'm
Dancers,
so out of
you say?
questions.
How
I could
intriguing.
go.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a fondness for the artistry and grace of dance, but personally knowing dancers in the area, let me think. Yes. There is one dancer I know,
Okay,
a
Isabella's been
delightful
mentioned
young woman
twice.
named Isabella. She's quite talented and has performed in some of Vaudeville's most prestigious venues. Is there a particular reason you're interested in dancers, my dear Detective Martini?
Well, I just had a conversation with Biagio about his favorites as well, and he also said Isabella. She seems to be quite popular. Do you guys have a fondness for Haley?
Haley, now that's a name I haven't heard in a while. I don't believe I'm familiar with the Haley in the dancing scene here in Vaudeville. Could you perhaps provide me with more details about her? It's always fascinating to discover new talents and explore the diverse world of the performing arts.
Well, she's simply just my favorite dancer in the area, but sadly she is not with us anymore. I was wondering if she had any sort of competition with this Isabella, since she seems to be so popular.
Oh, I see. I'm terribly sorry to hear about the passing of your favorite dancer, Haley. It's always a loss when someone talented and passionate leaves us. As for any competition or rivalry between Haley and Isabella, I can't say for certain since I'm not privy to the intricacies of their relationships. However, it's not uncommon for artists to have friendly competition and admiration for one another. Perhaps they pushed each other to excel in their craft and inspire each other along the way.
Alright, you got anything? Sorry.
Do you know Nicola Grossman?
Why, yes, I do know of Nicola Grossman. He was actually a part of the business venture that Biagio mentioned earlier. Though I can't claim to know him on a personal level, I've crossed paths with him at social events and gatherings. Why do you ask about him, Detective Martini? Do you have some interesting information or questions regarding Mr. Grossman?
I can't tell you everything for the moment, but can you tell me how he acted around Biagio when you saw him in passing?
Certainly, my dear detective. I'll do my best to recall their interactions. From what I observed, it seemed that Mr. Grossman and Biagio had a rather reserved dynamic.
While they were in each other's company, Mr. Grossman appeared to be somewhat withdrawn and on edge.
Almost as if he were preoccupied or burdened by something.
That's the
It was
second
quite a
time it
contrast to the jovial and outgoing nature of dear old Biagio. But of course, These are merely my observations from the few times our paths have crossed.
He was on edge around Biagio.
Hey.
Interesting.
What was her name again? Michelle.
Oh.
That's okay.
My go-to is just ask about the dancer. My bad. I know they know about Nicola, and I just can't help but.
We'll go talk to Isabella, I think. I think that's who's in the theater.
Oh, okay.
We'll investigate that much more
Yeah.
directly. Hey Biagio, I hope you're having a lovely day because you're such a brilliant genius. I was just talking with Michelle, and she said that sometimes Nicola would get really serious around you. Do you think that's because he felt like something was wrong towards the end? And why would you think he was acting that way?
Ah, my dear interlocutor, your flattery knows no bounds. It seems you have bestowed upon me the title of brilliant genius. How delightful. As for your query regarding Nicola's demeanor, allow me to wax poetic with an obscure idiom. The plot
Why an
thickens,
obscure
my friend.
idiom?
Indeed, Nicola did exhibit moments of seriousness in our interactions. But alas, only he held the key to the depths of his troubled soul. Perhaps he had glimpsed the shadows of an impending storm, or perchance the weight of the world burdened his spirit.
Is he even sad about it?
You say that you're like a phoenix rising from the ashes with Nicola's death. I have reason to believe you would be more sad if a friend had passed. Do you have an explanation for that?
Oh, my observant acquaintance, you assume to know the inner workings of my heart. But let me assure you, I am a master of resilience, like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
So I've heard.
While I may mourn the loss of a friend, I am not one to be consumed by sorrow. Instead, I channel my emotions into fuel for my ambitions, allowing them to propel me forward. For in the face of adversity, I thrive like a lone wolf in the wilderness or a ship sailing against the tempestuous sea.
And what's the newest thing?
Michelle, I hope you're having a lovely day. Do you think it's weird that Biagio isn't sad about Nicola's death when they spent time together and experienced success together?
See you soon. Oh, hello there. Yes, it is a bit strange, isn't it? Biagio and Nicola seemed quite close, and they did have some successful ventures together. It's hard to understand why Biagio wouldn't be more affected by Nicola's death. People grieve in different ways, I suppose. Maybe Biagio is just trying to process his emotions privately. Or perhaps there's something else going on that we're not aware of.
Biagio is being really tight-lipped about who might be jealous of him and Nicola. Would you have any leads on that? It may lead to justice for Nicola.
Oh, that's interesting. I wasn't aware that there might be someone jealous of their success. It's definitely worth looking into if it could lead to justice
It doesn't really
for
feel
Nicola.
like that goes anywhere either.
Let me think for a moment. Well, there were certainly a few individuals who were left out of the India project at the last
The
minute.
India project.
Like Monsieur Saksabar and Marina H.
Hey!
They might have harbored some resentment towards Nicola and Baggio. I can't say for sure if they would be the ones involved, but it's worth considering.
There we go.
Seriously, Michelle? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Michelle. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Sure. Thank you for your kind words. But I think we should focus on finding the truth and bringing justice.
Yeah. Okay.
So wait. Yeah, let's ask either Biagio or Saksabar about the India project, but Saksabar would probably have more to say about it. Since he's
okay.
bitter about
Dude,
it.
we've been streaming for a while, but we're just
Yeah,
getting
we're
somewhere.
finally getting somewhere.
We're just getting somewhere, so I want to keep going.
Yeah. I say we ask Saksabar about the India project.
Fuck it, long stream.
Yeah.
Long stream tonight. I've had a
I'm
soda.
just having fun playing the game. Yeah, I'm
This game's fun.
caffeine late at night.
I love
yeah.
detective games.
Ugh. Even though they talk a lot.
That's my
the
one
only
complaint.
thing.
They're all long spoken. It's not like
Um,
some characters are long spoken. Every character is long spoken. And they already talk kind of slow.
Let's start with asking
And then,
him.
I don't know who Marina is, but I think Marina's somewhere.
Yeah.
Marina's somewhere.
I say
Finally a lead, bro.
let's ask Saxabar about his feelings about Biagio. And if he's tight-lipped, then we drop the India project.
You got it.
Yeah.
You're in
oh,
charge
you
of
want me
this
to
one.
say? Okay.
Yeah. There he fucking is. Get his ass.
God, I hate how his face keeps glitching like that. It's so scary. All right. Good day, Monsieur. How are the animals doing today?
The animals are magnificent, as always.
Great to hear. I wanted to ask you about somebody named Biagio. Do you know who that is?
I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about Biagio.
Well, that's interesting. I heard about this alleged India project.
No, really?
Oh.
And what did you hear?
There's something called the India.
Well, don't keep me waiting.
Wanna reset
Spit it out.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
You can
just
do it
reset
too.
him. Thank you.
Whenever you're oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
We don't even know Biagio's last name actually. So, Good day, Monsieur. I had a question for you about Mr. Biagio.
My name is not Biagio.
Oh no, I understand that, Monsieur Saxabar. Do you know of a Biagio?
No, I don't know any Piagio.
I've heard rumors about this India project that you were supposed to be a part of. What happened with that?
Didn't happen.
Well, I understand you were not to be a part of it, but you wanted to be? What is the India project?
Not interested.
Monsieur, I promise that this will be relevant to our investigation. I need you to
No.
cooperate.
Is he supposed to be interrupting you?
Maybe.
I almost feel like it. I don't know. Let's see.
Just wanted to see if he'd respond to whatever it picked up before. Monsieur, I wanted to ask you a few questions. Do you mind obliging me? By that, I mean, do you mind answering some of my questions for you?
I think he actually
I
gives
think
you
he
the
broke.
silent treatment. No, I think he
Oh,
actually gives
silent.
you the silent treatment.
Bro. Okay, then Maria, I
Could I
guess,
try him?
or Marina. Yeah.
Okay. Monsieur Saxabar, don't you hate that feeling when you miss a business opportunity? That just happened to me. It sucked.
Yeah, my dear friend, missing a business opportunity is a mere trifle in the grand spectacle of life. One must simply focus on the next great endeavor and leave such regrets behind.
How do you feel about the country of India?
India, a land of vibrant colors, rich traditions, and exotic wonders.
A lot of cool animals.
A place that surely holds its own share of captivating mysteries.
Yeah, let's find Marina. I feel like it's one of these two.
Yeah, she might be the cabana person. Or
That's the dancer, but
Yeah.
maybe that's Marina.
I think so. Not Isabella.
Hey there, gorgeous.
Well, hello there. What brings you to the Caban Violet tonight? Are you here for the show?
No, actually, I'm here to talk about the dancer Isabella.
Oh, really? Talk about what?
Yeah.
Oh, talk about what, darling?
What
You've piqued my curiosity. Do tell me more.
I will throw you off this stage if you don't tell me your opinion about the dancer Isabella right now. You dummy.
Oh.
Get it together, Marina.
Might be feeling feisty today. You say, Bella? You say? She's a talented dancer, no doubt about it. But why the sudden interest
How did
in
that
her?
work?
Yeah, well.
Is there something specific you'd like to know or discuss?
Are you friends with her? Keep in mind, I'll throw you if you lie to me right now. I have a lie detector attached to you.
Oh, my dear, you certainly have an intriguing way of asking questions.
Bet
Friends
you
with
do.
Isabella. Well, we do work together and have shared the stage many times. But whether we're friends or not, I'll leave that for you to ponder. Now, about that lie detector.
Hmm?
Is it as glamorous as it sounds? I must admit, I'm quite curious.
It's glamorous enough to know that you're not telling me everything right now.
Oh, my, you're a persistent one, aren't you? But tell me, why the sudden interest in what I may or may not be hiding? Are you trying to unravel some secret about me or perhaps about Isabella? I'm all ears, detective.
I've just had a long day.
So you're a detective, are you?
Detective.
How fascinating.
Detective.
I do love a good mystery. But pray, do you indulge me? What brings a distinguished investigator like yourself to the Caban Violet? Are you here to uncover the secrets of our dazzling performances, or is there something else that has caught your attention?
What is your relationship to the dancer Haley?
Haley Greenwood, you mean? Such a tragic loss it was. She was a remarkable dancer, truly captivating on stage. But why do you ask about her, detective? Is there something specific you'd like to know about Haley, or any particular reason you're interested in my relationship with her?
How would you describe the relationship between Isabella and Haley?
Isabella and Haley. Now that's an intriguing duo, isn't it? They had a unique dynamic on and off the stage. I suppose you could say they were like two sides of the same coin. They shared a certain chemistry, a connection that was palpable whenever they performed together. But what specifically about their relationship are you curious about, detective?
Did you ever get jealous of that chemistry, Marina?
Jealous. Me, detective. You do have quite the imagination. As an artist, I appreciate and admire the chemistry between performers. It's what makes a performance truly magical. So, no, jealousy has no place in my heart when it comes to the connections others may have. But I must admit, I'm intrigued by your fascination with their chemistry. Care to share your thoughts on the matter?
I don't have to share my thoughts with you, Marina. What do you know about Gianvito Rosie Pumps?
John Vito, Rosie Pumps. Now there's a combination of words that has me curious.
It can't hear.
Pray,
I don't
enlighten
know if
me,
that meant
detect-
anything.
Who is this John Vito, and what do rosy pumps have to do with anything? It sounds like an intriguing puzzle that has caught your attention.
Forget that I said that, actually, Marina. How did Isabella... how's Isabella doing? How's she doing?
Well, now you've got my full attention, darling. What a sudden shift in focus. You're quite concerned about dear Isabella, aren't you? Well, she's doing splendidly, as far as I know. Her performances are electrifying, and she always brings a certain charm to the stage. But tell me, detective, what has sparked this sudden interest in her well-being? Has something happened that I should know about?
You said that her and Haley had chemistry. Don't you think she would be sad about the death of Haley?
Sad? That's an interesting thought, detective. While it's true that Haley's passing was a tragic event, everyone copes with loss in their own way.
This kind of inquiry.
We artists have a unique way of channeling our emotions into our craft.
Okay, we should ask her about the India
project. So it's possible that Isabella has found solace in her art, using it as a means to honor Haley's memory.
Just ask her about business.
But why the curiosity about her emotions, detective? Are you trying to uncover some deeper truth about their relationship, or perhaps something else altogether?
I have an interesting question. Marina, have you ever thought about dancing at the circus?
Oh, the circus. Now that's a fascinating idea, isn't it? I must admit, I've always had a certain fascination with the circus. The acrobats, the daring stunts, the mesmerizing performances, it's a world filled with magic and wonder. But why do you ask, detective? Are you suggesting that I bring my burlesque talents to the big top? It would certainly be a thrilling adventure, wouldn't it?
No, Marina, I think you're dancing around the conversation here. I spoke with Michelle earlier, and she said that you and Saxabar were going to be in on the India project, but it didn't happen. Do you have any comments on that?
India project. Michelle, Monsieur Saxabar. My, detective, you seem to have stumbled upon quite the intriguing rumor mill. I can assure you that I have never been involved in any India project with Monsieur Saxabar. As for Michelle, I'm afraid I don't know who you're referring to. But now you've piqued my curiosity. Pray, do tell me more about this India project and why it seems to be of interest to you.
Should we go back to Country Club and talk to the guy about the India project?
Yeah.
Honestly? Because I feel like that'll get him and her to crack.
Yeah.
And that's our best line right now. Mm-hmm. But you can do it. Love ya, Michelle. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Huh?
She didn't think fast enough. Speechless, I see. Speechless as always. Alright, you're in control.
Okay.
Damn, how long this stream been going? I've been looking at these flashy faces. Remember, you gotta flatter him.
Yeah.
Or he won't say anything.
Good day, Biagio. You're looking fine as always.
Ah, the sun shines upon me today, does it not? A fine day indeed, my friend. Like a peacock in its prime, I am always dressed to impress. But enough about my impeccable fashion sense. What brings you here to the Vaudeville Country Club?
Well, as you know, I'm always supportive of your business endeavors. I was just curious, with Nicholas passing, were you still able to continue with the India project?
No, my dear friend, the India project. Alas, it was but a fleeting dream that faded away like a specter in the night. The tensions grew, the bonds weakened, and the endeavor crumbled like a house of cards in a gust of wind. But fear not, for I am an entrepreneur with the resilience of a phoenix rising from the ashes. I shall continue to spread my wings and explore new horizons.
He's so right.
The memory of Nicola shall be
so
my
fucking
guiding
right.
star, illuminating the path to success.
Oh no, that's so sad to hear. Do you think bringing Saxabar onto the project would help its success?
My
Sexy
friend,
bar.
Marina H., the mysterious enigma
I
herself.
didn't say Marina.
While her inclusion might add a touch of intrigue to the mix, I'm afraid it takes more than
Sexy
just a seductive
Marina.
presence to ensure the triumph of a business venture. Success requires meticulous planning, unwavering determination, and a dash of luck. However, let us not dwell in the realm of hypotheticals. The past is but a closed chapter. We must look forward, my friend, to the future and the opportunities it holds.
My friend.
Could you tell me more about this India project? Perhaps I could help its success.
Well, it seems the winds of fate have blown you in the direction of the India project. My dear interlocutor, how fortuitous. But do pardon my skepticism. The path to success is paved with thorns and treachery, and one cannot simply waltz into a project of such magnitude without proper knowledge and experience. It's like trying to teach a mongoose to knit or a fish to ride a bicycle. Nonetheless, if you believe you possess the skills and expertise that can contribute to its success, who am I to stand in your way?
I'm willing to learn whatever it takes. Please tell me, what do I need to do in order to be a part of this India project?
Oh, my eager friend, it takes more than a mere willingness to learn to be a part of the grand tapestry that is the India project. It requires the finesse of a tightrope walker, the cunning of a fox, and the patience of a saint. But fear not, for if you truly wish to embark on this perilous journey, you must first prove your mettle. Show me the fire in your eyes, the hunger in your soul, and perhaps, just perhaps, we shall consider your inclusion.
This is good.
No.
You need to do that.
Yeah. I can assure you I have the fire that is worthy of this endeavor, as well as a lot of money and connections that might be of interest to you. Please, indulge me further on this India project.
The flames of ambition and the allure of wealth and connections. A tempting offer, my friend, like a siren song in the night. But forgive me if my skepticism remains unyielding, like a fortress standing strong against the tides of persuasion. Money and connections may open doors, but it is one's true abilities and dedication that determine success.
Try it.
However, if you possess the means and the determination to match your claims, then we may dance this tango of opportunity.
Just like, what are the abilities he's looking for is what I want to know.
I'm just gonna say something really dramatic to try to assure him that we're in.
Oh gosh, okay.
Biagio, me joining the India project is like a massive tempest of tempestuous and beautiful wind gushing under the winds of the wide and brazen phoenix that you are, and we will soar to new heights together in glorious business.
Indeed, my dear interlocutor, you do have a way with words. Your poetic description of our partnership in the India project is as intricate as a woven tapestry. But let us not forget that the path to glory is paved with thorns and trials, and it takes more than flowery language to navigate its treacherous twists and turns. Nevertheless, if you truly believe in the tempestuous winds of our potential partnership, then let us embark on this journey together and see if we can soar to new heights amidst the chaos and uncertainty of the business world.
So then, fill me in. How do we soar to new heights together with the India project?
Well, my ambitious friend, it seems you are eager to learn the secrets of soaring to new heights with the illustrious India project. But let me remind you, success is not handed out like candy on a silver platter. It requires the finesse of a tightrope walker, the cunning of a fox, and the resilience of a mountain goat. We must tread carefully, like a cat on hot bricks, navigating the complexities of the Indian market and its cultural nuances. It will take more than just lofty aspirations to conquer this endeavor, my friend.
Oh.
Can I ask something specific?
Yeah, go for it.
Do you think that trading in animals with the India market would be a profitable endeavor, or can I take part in the active trade?
Oh, My dear interlocutor, the idea of trading animals in the vast and diverse Indian market is like trying to sell ice to an Eskimo or sand to a desert dweller. It may sound intriguing, but it is a venture fraught with challenges and uncertainties. The animal trade is a delicate
Saw that.
dance, my friend, one that requires not only knowledge of the markets, but also a deep understanding of the ethical implications involved. So, before you leap into this lion's den of opportunity, I suggest you consider the consequences and the potential backlash that may come your way.
So it's trade with India.
Yeah.
So what do they trade? Do you want to ask him?
What do you think that India would be interested in?
So what will we trade to make our business ventures so successful and beautiful that they may fly up to the heights of heaven?
My ambitious friend, you do have a way with words. Your
my.
enthusiasm is as radiant as 1,000 suns.
Oh, hell yeah.
But let us not get carried away with flights of fancy. Success in business is not achieved by simply wishing upon a shooting star or chasing rainbows. It takes strategic planning, meticulous execution, and a keen eye for opportunities. We must be as sharp as a tack and as nimble as a cat to navigate the intricate web of
I
commerce.
thought you said web commerce.
Only
or
then
something.
can we hope to ascend to the lofty heights of success and leave our competitors in the dust.
Who are our competitors? Maybe we can take care of them. Wink, wink. Or we could just be done. I think we should talk to new people.
Okay, yeah.
But we got more info about the India project. He's willing to talk about it. Perhaps there's something we can
I don't know if I
do.
should leave because he's talking about it right now.
That's true.
Because like he's like we're in or whatever,
Yeah.
and it'll probably forget that. Let me ask him more straightforward, just what I asked him already.
Yeah.
I hope this isn't a waste.
Oh no.
That was the mute button. That was
Yeah.
definitely the mute button, and then his head flew through his shoulders.
Yeah, that was wacky.
Okay.
Alright, well, I
Guess we'll
think,
talk to someone else.
but
Maybe her again?
let's talk to someone new.
There's only this that we haven't seen.
The manor. Did we go to the?
Graveson and Groceries is the lady who likes
Yeah.
mischief.
Yeah, let's go to the manor.
Alright, you're in control.
But I think we're on the right path with this India stuff. Well, just the usual. Good day, Count Graves.
Detective Martini, you seem quite content. Pray, tell me, what has put that smile on your face?
Simply a good day in fresh air. How have you been?
Ah, a good day in the fresh air, you say. How delightful. As for myself, I have been relishing in the wonders of my collection. Have you come to admire my treasures today?
I would love to. Please tell me more about your collection.
Oh, how splendid. My collection is a testament to my adventures and the fascinating cultures of the world. You see, each item holds a story, a piece of history. Take a look around, and perhaps you'll find something that piques your interest. Is there a particular region or era that captures your curiosity, Detective Martini?
Yes, I've been quite fascinated with India lately. Can you show me anything from there?
India, you say? How marvelous. I recently had the pleasure of visiting that enchanting land with Mr. and Mrs. Potter. We were exploring the
Grocery
possibilities
store.
of starting a business venture there. Unfortunately, I don't have any artifacts from India on display at the moment, but I can regale you with tales of our journey, if you'd like. The vibrant colors,
Yeah.
the aromatic spices, the bustling markets. It was a feast for the senses. Shall I paint a picture with my words, Detective Martini?
Do you have a question?
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay.
Talk to him, Noodles.
That's what? Dang it. You mentioned you visited India with the Potters couple. Are you guys good friends? Do you travel a lot together?
Yeah, the Potters. Wonderful couple, I must say. We share a common interest in collecting rare items and exploring new places. We have traveled together on a few occasions, seeking out treasures in far-off lands. It's always a delight to have their company. Why do you ask, Detective Martini? Are they somehow connected to the recent incidents in Vaudeville?
Oh, no, I simply stumbled across Mrs. Potter today and she seemed like a delightful woman. What incidences are you talking about?
Mrs. Potter is indeed a delightful woman. I'm glad you had the chance to meet her. As for the incidents I mentioned, there have been some unfortunate occurrences in Vaudeville recently. 3 individuals have met untimely ends. Maria Jansen, Nicole Grossman, and Haley Greenwood. It's quite distressing, really. But let's not dwell on such somber matters. Tell me, what brings you here today, Detective Martini? Is there something specific you'd like to discuss?
Well, I heard that something happened to Haley recently. I didn't realize that she had passed along with others. Could you tell me more about this situation?
Haley's passing is truly tragic, isn't it? Such a vibrant young soul, extinguished too soon. But I'm afraid I don't have any information on the specifics of the situation. I'm merely a collector of oddities, not an arbiter of justice. Perhaps Chief Gradsky and the police would be better suited to provide you with the details you seek. Have you spoken to them yet, Detective Martini?
I have. I love your collection so much, Count Graveson. Did you happen to get any through the India project? I got some of mine that way, and they were really cool.
Oh, thank you for your kind words, Detective Martini. My collection is indeed a source of great pride for me. As for the items acquired through the India project, well, let's just say that India has been a treasure trove of wonders. The rich culture and history there have provided me with some remarkable pieces. But do tell me, what sort of fascinating treasures did you come across during your own ventures?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that in relation to the recent murders. We've heard that Monsieur Saxabar was also potentially involved with the India project, and one of the murders appeared to have been carried out by a large animal.
Monsieur Saxabar, you say? How intriguing. I must admit, I haven't heard of their involvement in the India project. But if there is a connection between them and these unfortunate incidents, it certainly piques my curiosity.
Maybe you
And a
could tell
murder
us more
carried
about
out by a large
the
animal.
project.
Fascinating. It sounds like something straight out of a thrilling adventure novel. Do you have any more information on this, Detective Martini?
No,
I'm quite intrigued to hear the details.
no, I don't at the moment. Do you know anything else about the India project?
Oh, the India project. Now that's a topic close to my heart. You see, Mr. and Mrs. Potter, along with some other investors and entertainers, embarked on a journey to evaluate the possibility of starting a business venture there. The allure of the vibrant culture, the exotic landscapes, and the potential for acquiring unique treasures was simply irresistible. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to join them on this particular expedition, but I'm eager to learn more about their experiences. Is there something specific you'd like to know about the India project, Detective Martini?
Was his trip to India related to the project? Or was he kind of just tiptoed around that?
I don't know, he didn't really mention it. It might be separate. I don't know. But that's weird that he went to India with Mrs. Potter, and he said he didn't do the India project.
No.
Can you elaborate on why you didn't go with the India project? I was told by you that you went to India with Mrs. Potter in the past. What caused you to miss this one?
Yeah. My apologies for any confusion, Detective Martini. While it's true that I have traveled to India with Miss S. Potter in the past, unfortunately, I was unable to accompany them on this recent endeavor. As much as I would have loved to be a part of it, sometimes life presents us with unexpected circumstances and obligations that prevent us from pursuing our desires. However, I'm quite intrigued to hear about their adventures and the progress of the India project. If you happen to come across any intriguing details, do share them with me, won't you?
So the Potters did go on the India project trip then?
They did, yeah.
Okay.
Unexpected circumstances.
Yeah, where were those circumstances, I guess?
Can you be more specific about the unexpected circumstances that prevented you from attending?
Well, isn't that a curious question, my dear detective? You see, as a nobleman with various responsibilities and commitments, there are times when I must tend to matters closer to home. Family affairs, the management of my estate, and other pressing engagements can occasionally take precedence over personal ventures, such as the India project. But I assure you, it was not a decision made lightly. Life has its way of throwing surprises at us, doesn't it? Now, enough about me. Let's focus on the mysteries at hand, shall we?
What was so pressing, Graveson, that you didn't go to the India project?
Oh, Detective Martini, you're quite relentless in your inquiries, aren't you? Well, I suppose I can share a bit more with you. The truth is, there were certain family obligations that required my attention at the time. Matters that needed tending to within my ancestral manor. Sometimes, duty calls, and one must prioritize accordingly. But tell me, Detective Martini, why this sudden interest in my absence from the India project? Is there a particular reason it intrigues you?
Like, maybe he just, like, disagreed with Biagio on something, or maybe Nicola.
Do you want to start asking about that? Kind of like other
Yeah.
people? I was thinking about just asking
Yeah.
about other people involved. What are your thoughts on Biagio's involvement in the India project?
Biagio's involvement in the India project. How fascinating. I'm afraid I don't have much information on Biagio's role, but I'm curious to know more. What have you heard about his involvement, Detective Martini? Do you suspect any foul play or something peculiar about his participation? Please, do enlighten me.
Graveson, I'm asking you, what are your thoughts on Biagio and the India project?
My apologies, but I'm not familiar with anyone named Biagio in relation to the India project.
Okay, he doesn't know.
Perhaps you have
Never heard
mistaken
of
the
him.
name or referring to someone else. I'm genuinely intrigued by your mention of this individual and their connection to the venture. Could you provide me with more details or clarify the name for me, Detective Martini? I'm eager to learn more.
What can you tell us about Nicola Grossman's involvement in the India project?
Nicola Grossman's involvement in the India project. Now that's an interesting twist. I must admit, I'm not aware of Nicola's specific role or contributions to the endeavor. It seems there are many layers to this story that I have yet to uncover. Tell me, Detective Martini, why do you ask about Nicola Grossman's involvement? Is there something significant or suspicious about it that I should be aware of? Please, do share your insights with me.
I'm just waiting to say I don't have to answer your questions.
Is
But
he aware
clearly
that-
he's trying to derail me.
Or he does know that Nicola
I think he's
passed
trying to
away.
derail me. I'm not even sure if
Yeah.
this is the AI being, like, fluffy about it.
Yeah.
Where Saxovar just kind of gets quiet.
Yeah.
Him and Saxovar are pretty suspicious, but I don't know if they're murderers.
Yeah.
I just know they're definitely connected to the culprit.
Did you and Nikola Grossman get along?
My dear detective, I'm intrigued by your question. Why do you inquire about my relationship with dear Nicola? Are you suggesting that there might have been some discord between us? I assure you, I strive to maintain cordial relationships with all those I encounter, including Nicola. But I am curious to know, why does our relationship pique your interest? Do you suspect that it may have any relevance to the recent incidents in Vaudeville?
Oh no, I wasn't implying that at all. I simply wanted to know if you had any feelings towards his death. I was simply wanting to comfort you and give you some good words about this, but if you don't care at all, I'm curious as to why.
Detective Martini, I must apologize if I gave the impression that I don't care about the passing of Nikola Grossman. It's quite the contrary, actually. Although I may not have known him intimately, I do feel a sense of sadness and loss when someone's life is cut short. Death is a solemn matter, and it reminds me to treasure the moments we have in this world. I appreciate your kind intentions in wanting to offer comfort and good words. It's a noble sentiment. Now, if you have any more insights or questions regarding the unfortunate events. Detective, I apologize if I gave the impression that I do not care about the passing of Nikola Grossman.
Why is he looping?
On the contrary, I am deeply saddened by his
Why
death,
is he
as I would be for anyone who meets such an
looping?
untimely end. While I may not have had a personal connection with Nikola, it is always disheartening to see a
No.
vibrant soul
Don't
extinguished.
you dare do it again.
Death is a somber reminder of the fragility of human existence, and it is only natural to feel a sense of loss. Thank you for your offer of comfort and good wishes. It is appreciated.
Do you know if anybody may have not liked Nikola or maybe have been jealous of his success?
Oh, now that is an interesting line of inquiry, my dear detective. You raise a valid point. Success can sometimes breed envy and resentment in certain individuals. While I cannot speak for everyone's sentiments towards Nikola, it's certainly worth considering if there were those who may have harbored negative feelings towards him. After all, in the world of business and achievement, competition can be fierce and emotions can run high. I appreciate your thought-provoking perspective, and it gives us another angle to explore in our investigation.
Our investigation. Stop acting like you're my... Hey.
Okay.
You got it. I'm not gonna get anywhere with this. I'm just gonna end the interaction. If you have more questions...
Thank you for being willing to help. I'd like you to imagine, put yourself in my shoes. Who do you think would have ill feelings towards Nikola?
Yeah, Detective Martini, you've put me in quite an intriguing position, haven't you? Well, if I were to imagine myself in your shoes and consider who might have had ill feelings towards Nikola Grossman, I would first look to his professional rivals or competitors. In the cutthroat world of business, success can often spark jealousy and animosity. Perhaps there were others vying for the same opportunities or recognition as he was. Additionally, personal relationships can be complicated, and there may have been underlying tensions or conflicts with acquaintances, friends, or even romantic interests.
Do you know of a woman named Michelle?
Michelle, you say? I must admit, the name doesn't ring a bell in relation to our discussion, but I'm intrigued. Who is this Michelle that you speak
No
of,
one seems to
and
know
how
who
does she
she
connect
is.
to the matter at hand? Is there a reason why you specifically mentioned her name, Detective? I'm all ears, eager to learn more.
She mentioned that Nikola would be nervous and tense around Biagio. I was just curious if you knew either of them and could enlighten me on what she meant by that.
Ah, I see. So this mysterious woman named Michelle claimed that Nikola Grossman would be nervous and tense around someone named Biagio. How intriguing. I'm afraid I don't have any personal knowledge of these individuals or the dynamics between them. It seems we have stumbled upon another layer of intrigue in this investigation. I am genuinely curious to uncover the truth behind their interactions and the reasons for Nikola's unease. If you come across any more information about them, do share it with me, won't you? Detective Martini, it seems we have some puzzle pieces to fit together.
Has Monsieur Saxabar ever looked at your collection?
Mencha Saxabar, you say? Now there's a name that piques my interest. I must say, I haven't had the
I gotta
pleasure of
stop
meeting
going for the
Mensch
Monsieur.
Bar, let alone having them peruse my collection. But tell me, detective, why do you ask about Mensch Bar's potential interest in my collection? Is there something specific about their
has looked
involvement
at
or
his
connection
collection?
that I should be aware of? I'm always intrigued by new acquaintances who appreciate the beauty of rare and unique artifacts.
Graveson, you need to stop returning my questions with more questions. Have you ever met Saxabar?
Oh, my sincere apologies, Detective Martini, for my tendency to respond with questions. I do get carried away at times.
Oh, you apologize.
To answer your question directly, no, I have not had the pleasure of personally meeting or encountering a person by the name of Mensch Bar. The world is full of fascinating
Mensch-
individuals,
no, it's not
and
Mensch
it seems I have
Saxabar.
yet to cross paths with this particular person. But now I'm genuinely curious. Why do you inquire about my interaction with them? Do you suspect that their presence or actions may be relevant to the recent events we're investigating?
I'm really sorry, Graveson. I misspoke when I said Mencha Saxabar. What I meant to say was Mr. Saxabar, the owner of the circus. Do you have any thoughts on the owner of the circus?
My dear detective, there's no need to apologize.
Oh,
These investigations can be quite intricate, and sometimes words can get jumbled in the process.
I don't know if it's
You've
the
mentioned Mr.
investigation.
Saxabar, the owner of the circus.
Yes.
How intriguing. I must admit, I have heard of his circus and its remarkable performances, but I haven't had the opportunity to meet him in person.
Okay.
From what I gather, he must be a captivating individual with a flair for the extraordinary.
Yes.
I'm quite intrigued by his involvement and would love to hear your thoughts or insights on Mr. Saxabar.
Do you or Miss Potter enjoy going to see the dancers in town? Specifically, what are your thoughts on Isabella, Marina, and Haley?
I beg your pardon, Detective Martini, but I'm not familiar with Isabella Marina or Haley. Could you provide me with more context or details about these individuals? Are they renowned dancers in town? It seems I may have missed out on some noteworthy talent. As for my own preferences, I do enjoy the arts and the vibrant cultural scene in Vaudeville. The dance performances in town are undoubtedly a sight to behold. But I'm curious, why do you specifically inquire about Isabella Marina and Haley? Are they connected to the recent incidents in any way?
Actually, Graveson, Haley is one of the murdered individuals, and I was curious if you've heard anything about her relationship with the other dancers.
Goodness gracious, I must apologize, Detective. I was not aware of such a tragic fate befalling poor Haley. My
But he
condolences
said
to
he
her
knew
loved
who
ones.
passed away.
It
He
is
knew
truly
that he was-
disheartening to
Yeah.
hear about her untimely demise. Regarding her relationship with the other
I wanna know why
dancers,
he's
I'm
so
afraid I don't have
interested
much
in the
information
case.
to offer. My interactions with the local dancing community have been limited. However, if there were connections or relationships between them, it would be worth investigating further to see if there might be any relevance to the unfortunate events that have
I
occurred.
feel like that question in particular, but I'm going to call him out on his contradiction.
Yeah.
Graveson, at the beginning of this conversation, you named all three of the murder victims, and then here, you pretended not to know that Haley was murdered. You're acting mad sus, my guy. Would you like to explain yourself? He totally understood you're acting mad sus, my guy.
Yeah.
It was not my intention to pretend or deceive. I don't know if I'm going to get anything out of him right now. I have nothing to hold against him. I want to ask him more about Miss Potter before I go talk to Miss Potter again.
Sure.
And then I think I might call it after I do that. Because
Okay.
that's one of the last ones we haven't spent like a decent amount of time talking to. And then we'll just kind of like stew on what we've learned today. And we'll come back to it another day.
Yeah. I think that's a good move.
And hit the ground running. Okay. What do I want to ask about that?
He said Potters are a good couple. They travel together.
Have you ever known Miss Potter to have any enemies through her business deals?
Miss Potter, having enemies. Now that is a thought that hadn't crossed my mind.
Damn it.
She has always struck me as a charming and affable individual with a knack for business and a genuine passion for collecting unique items. But, as we know, the world of business can sometimes be treacherous, and not everyone may share the same intentions or interests. If there were any adversaries or rivals in her business dealings, there would be an intriguing aspect to explore. May I ask why you bring up this topic, Detective Martini?
Seriously, Graveson, I don't have to answer your questions. Can I get a glass of water?
Of course. My apologies for not offering you a glass of water earlier, Detective. Please allow me to fetch
Intimidation
one for you.
check pass.
I do hope you're finding our conversation engaging thus far. Is there anything else I can assist you with
I
while
don't
I
know,
retrieve
but-
the water?
Question.
You've got something for him?
Yeah, I just have one question. It's probably not going to lead to
Do you mind if I
anything,
finish
but
this?
yeah, go for it. You seem to know more about these murders than I do. I want to ask, why are you so interested with these murders?
Oh, forgive me if I have given the impression that I am particularly interested in these murders. As a nobleman with an
backpedals on
inquisitive nature,
everything.
I tend to find intrigue in a variety of topics. Including mysteries such as these, the human psyche and the complexities of crime have always fascinated me. However, I assure you, my interest is purely academic and does not stem from any personal involvement or ulterior motive. I am merely here to engage in a thoughtful discussion and offer any insights I may have. If there is something specific that has caught your attention about these murders. Sorry, I'd have lost in my head. What was that then?
Alright, that is all I have to ask of you for now, Graveson, but last thing unrelated to all of this. I'm looking for a great cut of meat. Do you know of a butcher in the area?
Ah, a great cut of meat, you say.
That's the
Well,
butcher's
I must say, I do have a fondness for fine dining and exquisite flavors. While I don't personally know of a butcher in the immediate area, I can certainly inquire among my acquaintances and see if there are any recommendations. Vaudeville is known for its culinary delights, so I'm confident we can find a butcher who can provide you with the quality you seek. May I ask what type of meat you're specifically looking for?
We can talk about that another time, Graveson. I don't have time for idle chit-chat at the moment. How do you feel about the spiritual power of the Blackwoods? Yellow?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh.
Let me just ask him real quick. Hey, Graveson, sorry to pop in. I love your collection, just like always. Every time I'm here, I always see it, and I love it. How do you feel about the spiritual arcane power of the Blackwoods?
My dear friend, I'm delighted that you appreciate my collection. The spiritual power of the Blackwood, you say? Well, I must admit, I haven't come across such a concept before. Pray, do enlighten me.
Because I feel like... I don't know if this lady's up to no good or anything. She just kind of looks like a red herring. But I feel like someone in town will, like, know about her or something. Or her,
Yeah.
like, little religion situation.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know who I want to ask about that? This is kind of random, but I kind of want to ask Saxabar if he likes the Blackwoods. He looks all goth.
Yeah. Maybe he has sought out creatures in the Blackwoods before for his circus.
Yeah. Yeah, let me ask him. Hey, Mr. Saxabar. I love how you play that saxophone. Boop, 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 boop. And I love your circus.
My dear friend, the saxophone is not my instrument of choice. I prefer the roar of lions and the applause of the audience.
Okay, well,
Well, that's quite flattering, my friend. But let's keep the focus on the circus, shall we?
I do love talking about the
Very
circus.
well then.
I'm resetting him. Does he do this on
Yeah.
purpose?
I think it just registers our stuff really slow, but he does interrupt. Like, he does speak before you're done talking. That more than the other AIs.
It feels like it. None of the other AIs kind of do this. I don't know if it's a glitch or if he's just an asshole. I'm gonna get my question out this time. Just immediately.
Yeah.
What do you think of the power of the Blackwoods?
The power of the Blackwoods. It's nothing compared to the power of my roaring lions.
If there were 100 Blackwoods bears in a field versus 100 of your roaring lions, who would win?
My lions, of course.
Fuck yeah, right on, dude.
What makes you think the Blackwoods are power?
Honestly, I just listened to this old lady rambling out there, and I actually joined her cult, and I love it. Do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't.
I hate you for that.
Good for you.
Okay. You can talk to Miss Potter. I need to recover from that.
Okay. Sure.
Oh wait, actually, can I check something?
Yeah. No one else here. Oh.
I remember this from the
Hello.
critical video. There's a second guy here. There's Pascal. That might be her husband, actually, if I remember properly.
Maybe? Or no, this is Pascal's grocery. It's his grocery
Oh,
store.
this is his grocery store, so he actually will have more.
Information about what happened that night. Ooh.
Okay, so we have 2 witnesses to talk to before we hop on.
Okay. I kind of want to talk to him about. It was Nicola? The grocery store. Oh, you gotta scroll for me. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. The hell is around his neck?
Vaudeville.
Hello, Mr. Pascal. How are you doing today? Mr. Pascal? Can you hear me? Does sign language to Mr. Pascal. Hello, Mr. Pascal. How are you doing today?
Hi there, welcome to my grocery store. How can I assist you today? Are you in the mood for some fresh fruits or maybe some delectable vegetables? Oh, and have you heard the latest gossip around town? It's absolutely scandalous.
What gossip is that? Please enlighten me.
God damn it. He's gonna type as well.
No.
What gossipy?
Oh, you're in
Oh,
for a
whoops.
treat. So, rumor has it that Lady Penelope has been seen sneaking out of Lord Harrington's mansion late at night. Can you believe it? The whispers are spreading like wildfire. And let me tell you, there's more where that came from. I've got all the juicy details on who's dating who, who's feuding with whom, and even some mysterious secrets that'll make your head spin. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Grab a bunch of carrots and let's chat. Ah, the murder mystery. Yes, I was here when poor Nicola Grossman was found outside my shop. It was a shock, I must say. I still can't wrap my mind around it. Such a tragedy. But you know what they say, truth is stranger than fiction. I've been trying to piece together the puzzle, but alas, I'm as clueless as anyone else. It's a real whodunit. Have you heard any interesting theories or rumors about the case? Oh, the knife. Yes, that's true. It's quite a dreadful weapon, isn't it? But you see, my friend, as much as I love a good gossip and solving mysteries, I'm afraid I don't have much more information about the incident. I wish I did. But you can trust me when I tell you that I've been racking my brain, chatting with customers, and even speculating with my fellow merchants about who could be behind this terrible crime. It's a true enigma, I tell you.
Try the mic. Just give it a shot.
What does the town
Wait,
think?
it's muted.
Oh. And through chatting with customers and fellow merchants, what do they think?
I would literally reset it. I don't know if you want to type this over.
This last one, since you brought that up.
Well, my dear friend, the theories are as varied as the flavors in my vegetable aisle. Some say it's a case
His
of a scorned
vegetables?
lover seeking revenge, while others believe it could be a sinister plot by a rival merchant. There's talk of secret societies, hidden motives, and all sorts of cloak and dagger stuff. It's like a real-life detective novel unfolding right here in our beloved Vaudeville. But you know what they say, truth will always come to light, sooner or later. Ah, now that's the million-dollar question.
I can't speak.
Who could be Nicola's rivals or lovers? Well, let me put on my thinking cap and delve into the realm of speculation.
Yeah.
As for rivals, there's that charming baker,
Ooh.
Monsieur Dupont.
There
He's
we
been
go.
known to have a bit of a competitive streak. And as for lovers, well, there's whispers of a mysterious artist from the East who captured Nicola's heart. But remember, my friend, these are just rumors and speculations. The truth might be hiding in plain sight or lurking in the shadows.
I wonder, like, as a businessman, what does he think of Biagio? But we can reset him to ask that.
Hey there, Pascal. Hey!
Dang.
Hey! Want me to try to reset the game?
We can, but if you just want to save it for the next stream, that's okay too.
Let me see if I can talk to her. To
Someone else.
Miss Potter. Hi, Miss Potter.
Oh, how terribly dull it is to be sad, isn't it? Life is far too short to waste on such melancholy. I much prefer to indulge in mischief and revel in the joys of the
She's all
world.
about mischief.
She's all about
There's
the
a
mischief.
certain thrill in breaking free from the constraints of sorrow.
What is
and embracing
happening?
The mischievous side of life.
So, let us cast aside these
mischievous
summer
side of
thoughts and
life.
embark on an adventure filled with laughter and merriment.
You know what, Mrs. Potter? That sounds so amazing. I would love to get up to some mischief with you in India. How does that sound?
Misses, India, you say. How intriguing. The land of vibrant colors, exotic spices, and mysterious tales. It does sound rather tempting, doesn't it? But alas, my dear, I'm afraid I must decline your offer. My adventures lie elsewhere within the boundaries of Vaudeville. But do tell me, what kind of mischief were you envisioning in India? Perhaps I can live vicariously through your tales of naughtiness.
Oh, I assure you, Potter, I am very, very naughty. Now, actually, I was looking for your help because I know that you've done some mischief in India before. What do you recommend for types of mischief to do in India?
Ah, my mischievous friend, I see you are quite persistent in your pursuit of adventure. Very well, I shall indulge you with a few suggestions for mischievous endeavors in the enchanting realm of India. Firstly, one cannot resist the allure of the bustling bazaars. Blend in with the crowd, immerse yourself in the chaos, and engage in some cunning haggling. Convince the merchants that their wares are worth far less than they believe, and revel in the art of negotiation. Next, why not explore the ancient temples
Pretty
and
cutthroat.
palaces?
India project time? Or just her relationship with the one guy? Forgetting his name.
Diageo or Nicola?
No, the other guy.
Oh, Graveson.
Graveson. She went with Graveson that one time.
I actually was also thinking about going to India with Graveson, as in the Count Graveson. Do you think he'd be a good partner to do that with? And what can you tell me about what he's capable of in India?
Oh, Count Ravison, you say? He is certainly an eccentric character, that one. Quite unpredictable, really. As for his capabilities in India, my dear, one can only
His
speculate. But
capabilities
rest
in
assured,
India.
in the presence
Who knows
of Count
what I could do in
Ravison,
India?
mischief is never too far behind. He has a knack for finding himself in peculiar situations and stirring up a bit of trouble wherever he goes. So, if you're seeking a partner in mischief, he might just be the perfect companion for your escapades in the mystical land of India.
Well, we know she's been with him.
Can I ask him? Can I ask you? What kind of trouble could I get up to with Graveson? You know, just so I'm ready for our naughty India adventure together.
Well, my mischievous friend, with the enigmatic Count by your side, the possibilities are endless. Together, you can concoct elaborate schemes that will leave others baffled and amused. Perhaps you could orchestrate a grand illusion, fooling the locals with your mastery of magic. Or maybe you could stage an elaborate prank, leaving a trail of bewildered onlookers in your wake. With the Count as your accomplice, there is no limit to the level of naughtiness you can achieve.
Has the Count been her accomplice in something?
Would you say that the Count has been your accomplice before?
My dear, you seem to have a wild imagination. While I must confess that the Count and I have crossed paths on occasion, I am not at liberty to disclose any details of our past escapades. Some things are best left to the realm of mystery and speculation. But I assure you, if we were to join forces once more, the world would tremble with the magnitude of our mischief.
I hate to say it, Miss Potter, but you've been replaced. I'm already scheduled to go to India with Count Graveson, and we're gonna be up to so much mischief. I just really was hoping you could fill me in beforehand so it doesn't surprise me so much how naughty he is. So, would you say he would kill a man?
Kill a man, you say? Well, my curious friend, the Count is no stranger to the darker side of life. He has a taste for danger and a fondness for the unpredictable. But whether he would actually take a life, yeah, that remains a tantalizing enigma. You see, the Count dances on the edge of morality, forever tiptoeing between mischievous pranks and more sinister inclinations. So, while I cannot confirm nor deny his capacity for such acts, one thing is certain. With the Count, one should always expect the unexpected.
India project time?
I mean, we kind of already asked her. Oh, I guess we just asked about India.
Yeah. Because Grayson wasn't with her for that, allegedly.
I'm here investigating the death of Nicola Grossman, and I really would like more details on the India project to try to get closure on his death. Was anyone jealous of your project? I know you were part of the India project.
Oh, my dear, jealousy is a wicked beast, isn't it? It can twist hearts and cloud minds, leading one down treacherous paths.
They always say
But
this
rest
part.
assured, my involvement in the India project was met with a mix of admiration and envy. Some couldn't fathom the audacity of a woman venturing into the unknown, seeking adventure and fortune. But jealousy, that's a different matter altogether. Let's just say there were those who couldn't bear the thought of me succeeding where they had not.
Can you name those who wouldn't bear the thought of you succeeding? I might have some mischief in store for those people, if you know what I'm saying, Miss Potter.
Ah, my mischievous friend. If only I could disclose the names of those who harbored ill will towards my endeavors. But alas, I must keep their identity shrouded in mystery. However, fear not, for mischief has a way of finding its own path. Should you choose to seek retribution in your own delightful manner, I have no doubt that the universe will conspire to make it so. May your mischief be as grand as the schemes of the gods themselves.
Potter, you are the sign I need from the god of mischief. I need your help to bring mischief down upon those that envy you. Give me their names, I beg. I'm a naughty boy.
Oh, my dear Martini, how terribly endearing you are. I can almost see the mischievous twinkle in your eye. I lost my train of thought. Could you say that again?
Wait, no, hold on. That was a weird response. I need you to give me the names of those people that envied your involvement in the India project so that I can solve a very mischief, naughty, fun, wicked mystery. It's so spicy, and you're gonna love to hear about it once I figure it out. I'll tell you everything.
How delightfully wicked. The thrill of solving a spicy, naughty mystery is simply irresistible.
Please.
I'll gladly assist you in any way I can. I have a few ideas of who might have been jealous
Wait,
of
really?
my involvement
Did that
in
actually
the
work?
India project. But I'm sure you'll figure it out soon enough.
You-
Now, let us get on with the investigation. And let the mischief begin.
We can tell her, like, we want to get in on the India project, but Biagio needs us to impress him. Can you tell me more about the project so I know how to convince Biagio to let me on? Something like that.
I don't know if getting onto the project literally will help us.
Yeah.
Even though it
I don't
seemed to
think
be
he will.
working, he just kind of kept, like,
Yeah.
saying yes but no.
I just want to know more about what the project was. Or
Okay,
maybe
that's a good line of reasoning.
Biagio's involvement.
Do you want to try?
Sure.
Just remember, she loves being naughty. She loves
Mhm.
mischief and stuff that's wicked.
Could you tell me? Oh, damn it! I hit the button. Alright.
Tragic.
Is this one?
We really had her going.
Yeah.
We had her going. Just back out. Just back out. Just back out again. She's gonna say something random now.
Mrs. Potter, great to see your mischievous little self, you little mischievous devil, you. Could you tell me more about this India project? I'm hoping to get involved somehow.
Oh, my dear, you wouldn't believe the project I've been working on. It's simply divine. But I'm afraid it's far too exclusive for just anyone to get involved.
Gotta convince her.
It's a secret, you see. Only those with a certain genie-sized quack can be a part of it. But don't you worry,
Genie-sized quack.
Detective Martini. I'm sure there are plenty of other projects out there that would be more suitable for someone like you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must continue my shopping. Ta-ta.
But wait, please! I just am enamored by your mischievous and naughty aura. I feel like the project may involve that, and I must assure you that I am a very mischievous person who is so wicked.
I must assure you. Wait, where is it? I just am enamored by your mischievous
Really?
and
You
nutty
think you're
aura.
mischievous, do you? Well, let me tell you something, my dear. The project I'm involved in is on a whole other level of mischief. It requires a level of sophistication and finesse that I highly doubt you possess. But by all means, keep trying to convince me.
I don't know, maybe you
it's quite
should restart.
entertaining, really.
Maybe you should restart, because we had her going before. I feel like she would have said yes to that in
Oh,
certain
oh, wait.
context.
I'm so mischievous. I know who murdered all these individuals, but I'm not gonna tell the cops because I like all the spicy gossip. Ain't that mischievous?
She did, like, when I was like, you could be part of a spicy murder, she was like, whoa, whoa. She's thinking. I think she might change her tone here. Hold up.
Let me just unmute it to let it, like, process.
I guess she did say keep trying to convince me.
Dang.
Let me jazz her up.
Yeah.
Let me jazz her up, and then we can ask her that big question. Hey, I'm feeling evil today. You want to do some evil stuff? Ah, ga.
Oh, my dear, evil deeds are not befitting of a lady like myself. I prefer to indulge in the finer things in life.
We're starting over.
Oh, like, ask her what's the most mischievous thing she's done.
I don't know if she would respond to that directly. She'd be like, oh, my dear, I cannot say my acts of mischief out in broad daylight. Hold on. Let me jazz her up. Let me jazz her up. How do I do it before? Hey, I'm investigating a really spicy, dark, mischievous, naughty murder, and I am such a spicy guy, and I've never killed someone, but I think about it a lot, and I spend my weekends in the dark woods. In the black woods, my bad. What do you think of that?
Oh, how fascinating. It's always intriguing to hear about people's unique interests and hobbies. The dark woods must hold quite the allure for you. I must admit it's not something I personally indulge in, but I do appreciate a touch of mystery and excitement in life. We all have our own ways of finding pleasure, don't we?
How did I convince her before that I was a mischievous guy? I'm gonna start over again because I said I was a detective. I don't want to say I'm a detective. Hey, I'm gonna go on an awesome mischievous vacation soon, and you look like just the person to talk to about naughty, fun mischief, because that's what I'm getting up to today.
Oh, naughty fun and mischief, you say? How delightful. I must admit, I do enjoy a bit of excitement in my life. It's a way to break free from the mundane and indulge in some thrilling escapades. But do be careful, my dear, for mischief can have its consequences. So, if you're up to some mischievous adventures, make sure to savor every moment and relish in the thrill of it all.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have so much fun mischief. I'm really great friends with Graveson, and we do mischief all the time. It's the best.
Ah, Grayson, my old friend. It's been quite some time since we last crossed paths. You know, I do miss the days of our wild and daring exploits. The laughter, the adrenaline, the
That kind of
secrets
got her
we
going
shared.
last time
It
too.
truly was an exhilarating time. But alas, things change, and sometimes we have to leave certain chapters of our lives behind.
Sounds
Nevertheless,
like
I wish you and Grayson all the best in your mischievous endeavors. May you create memories that will make even the boldest heart skip a beat.
Oh, we've already been on so many mischievous adventures, and we love getting up to no good in different countries, and he actually recommended that I join you in the India project.
India, you say? Yeah, the land of rich culture and vibrant colors. How intriguing that you mention the India project. I must admit, the thought of embarking on such an adventure does pique my curiosity. Exploring new horizons, engaging in clandestine activities. It all sounds terribly exciting. But my dear, I'm afraid joining you in the India project is simply not possible. However, do keep me updated on your escapades. Who knows, perhaps there may be other opportunities for mischief that we can explore together in the future.
I hope I wasn't misunderstood here. I know from what Graveson told me that you were part of the last India project, and we're actually planning the sequel to the India project. So I wanted to know about the last one, so we can make this one the most mischievous, naughty, wicked India project we've ever had. What do you think? Potter? Hello?
Well, it seems you've stumbled upon some intriguing information, haven't you? The previous India project, you say? Oh, how mischievous and wicked it was. But my lips are sealed, my dear. I'm afraid I cannot divulge any details about that thrilling escapade. However, I do wish you the best of luck in planning a sequel. May it be the most mischievous and naughty venture yet. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some delightful shopping to attend to. Ta-ta.
There must be some kind of misunderstanding here, Miss Potter. Graveson said to ask you how to plan the next India project, and I need more detail. It's gonna be mischievous.
Oh, there must be some sort of misunderstanding here. You see, I am not at liberty to discuss the details of the previous or upcoming India projects. It's all quite hush-hush, you know? But I can assure you, mischief is always a key ingredient in such endeavors. If you're looking for inspiration, perhaps you should let your imagination run wild. Think of the hidden secrets, the daring exploits, and the thrill of the unknown. That's where the true mischief lies. Best of luck in your own mischievous adventures, my curious friend.
What was it? There was something I was going to ask her about. Oh, yeah. Who was telling her to be hush-hush? Because I'm acting like I'm part of this organization or whatever. The Shadow Organization. Okay. I'm new to the India project team. Who is telling you that you need to be hush-hush about it? Because I don't want to get in trouble with them. And that would be a little too naughty for me.
Well, my dear. It seems you're caught in a web of intrigue, aren't you? I understand your concern about getting in trouble, but let me remind you that I have my reasons for being discreet. There are certain forces at play that require a touch of secrecy. After all, what's a good adventure without a hint of danger? So, if you truly wish to partake in the mischievousness of the next India project,
we really
embrace the clandestine nature of it all. Embrace the shadows, my friend.
Huh, she is kind of talking right now.
No. I just want to ask her if she thinks that Nicola was mischievous.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Would you say that Nicola was a mischievous guy?
Nicola, a mischievous guy, you say? I suppose one could say that, but let me tell you, my curious friend, there's more to Nicola than meets the eye. His mischief ran deep, like a hidden river flowing beneath the serene surface. He had a way of stirring up a whirlwind of secrets and thrills wherever he went. But alas, his time has come and gone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have more pressing matters to attend to. Ta-ta.
Would you say that his mischievous acts led to his demise? Or was it unrelated?
My dear, I must admit that I find your line of questioning quite intriguing. But I'm afraid I cannot answer that. I'm sure you understand that some things are best left unknown. So, if you'll pardon me, I shall take my leave. Good day.
I was gonna say something nasty, never mind.
Do it. Say something nasty.
I look forward to seeing that mischievous ass of yours again. Farewell. That's
Oh my, such a saucy remark, detective. I do hope you're not trying to flirt with me, but I suppose I'll tolerate such playful banter from someone as charming as yourself.
Oh.
After all, a little mischief never hurt anyone. Or did it? Haha, until next time, my curious friend.
That's so eerie. Or did it? Oh my god, did she have a sexual relationship with Nicola? And it led to his end? A little mischief with Miss Potter?
Oh, I have a line of inquiry. Mrs. Potter, if I told you you could get in this tinted window car right now, go to an unknown location, and get up to some mischief with me, would you do it? I'm very naughty and wicked.
Oh, how delightfully tempting your proposition sounds, my mischievous friend. The thought of embarking on a spontaneous adventure, venturing into the unknown,
Is she cheatable?
and indulging in some wicked mischief does bring a mischievous twinkle to my eye. But alas, I'm afraid I simply can't abandon my current engagements. However, I do hope you find a partner in crime who shares your wild spirit.
I'm also curious
Happy
about
mischief
Mr.
making.
Potter.
I'm gonna ask something in a particular way that might be weird.
Okay.
Potter, I just can't stop cheating on my wife, and not with you, but with other people. Do you have any advice for fellow cheaters? Or mischief makers? How's your marriage?
Marriage, dear, is a delicate dance of commitment and trust. It requires loyalty, honesty,
Does he
and
satisfy
respect.
your urge
As for
for
advice to fellow cheaters, I must say that I don't condone such actions. But if you insist on pursuing your mischievous desires, I would caution you to be prepared for the consequences that may follow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Secrets have a way of unraveling, and a web of deceit can be quite treacherous. So, tread carefully on your wicked path, or it may lead
She's
you down a road
genuinely
you never
into
intended to
mischief.
travel.
And being up to no good.
I feel like her and Grayson definitely were up to some mischief. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna lead anywhere, just finding out that she's cheating on her husband.
Final thing of the night. Hey bozo. Hey idiot. Hey stupid.
I demand respect, sir.
Well, that's too damn bad, Saxabar. Now I've got one demand for you today.
State your demands, detective, but choose your words wisely, for I will not tolerate insults.
Go subscribe to Lemtime on YouTube right now, Saxabar, or I'm gonna put your hat on the floor.
Absolutely not.
Why not? Why not? It's a good channel. It's a good channel. I make good videos. They're funny. You think they're funny, right?
Yes, I do.
That's very kind of you. But then why wouldn't you subscribe?
Because I don't watch YouTube.
Would you do it for me?
No.
What if I was a
No.
big, sexy lion that had a
None
YouTube?
of your business.
What if I made a YouTube
No.
for? What if I made a YouTube for lions? What if I made a YouTube for tigers?
No.
Hey, don't interrupt me again.
Wow. He did admit your videos are funny.
So, Saxabar, you think my videos are funny, do ya?
Indeed, my dear friend. They're quite amusing.
I did not call you sexy boy. I did not.
Apologies for the misunderstanding, my good sir. How may I assist you today?
I'm glad we're clear on the sexy boy mishap, but I need you to download the YouTube app on your phone.
No, 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 my good sir. You misunderstand me. I'm not here to be your personal errand boy. I'm a lion tamer, not an IT technician. If you need assistance with that, I'm afraid I cannot help you.
What if you pretended that subscribing to Lemtime on YouTube was taming a lion?
Absolutely not.
Can you entertain me with a hypothetical real quick?
No, I'm sorry. I cannot entertain you with a hypothetical at the moment.
Okay, but indulge me here. Picture this. What would you do if you were a lion tamer and the lion was subscribing to Lem Time on YouTube and you had a gun to your head, so you had to tame it? What would you say?
I would not do it. No.
I think you should. There's a gun to your head, so you have to tame the lion, which is subscribing to Lem Time on YouTube.
No.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. I'm gonna stop making her film with me.
Oh,
If you're watching the full stream right now, freaking thanks. You're massive. This is probably a really long 3 hours. Yeah, right on the nose. This is a really long recording. Thanks for watching if you're in here. But if you're watching the actual YouTube video, what are you still doing here?